Welcome in, Lemurs fans. James Nasser here with you. We are in Amarillo, Texas for another game between the Laredo Lemurs and the Texas AirHogs. Lemurs in town for a 4-game series. This game number 3 of the series, so still one more game tomorrow after tonight's ball game. Getting a little bit earlier of a start today. It's a 6:05 first pitch instead of a 7:05 first pitch. Tomorrow will be earlier. I believe it's a 2 o'clock first pitch tomorrow between these two teams on Sunday. So that early Sunday game tomorrow and the earlier game here today, 6:05 on the Saturday. Starting pitchers today, you have Matt Shepard, a righty for the AirHogs, against right-hander Danny Moskowitz for the Lemurs. Tomorrow's Cody Hebner and Ryan Beckman, the two right-handers going in tomorrow's ball game for Game 4 of the series. Lemurs enter the ball game, though, as they lost last night, Laredo did, to these AirHogs. The first time that the Lemurs have lost to the AirHogs this season. And with the loss, Lemurs still in second place, though, in the South Division, as the AirHogs trying to get back into it. Laredo 27-21, Texas 20-28. Lemurs still have a 7-game lead over the AirHogs for second place in the South Division. The Wichita Wingnuts lead the South Division, though, 4 games ahead of the Lemurs. They picked up another game last night as the Wingnuts took down the Gary South Shore Railcats. They had to come from behind last night to get that win. But the Wingnuts still leading the division with a 30-16 record now as they continue to roll on through the season. They've won 8 games in a row and have won 9 of their last 10, have the Wingnuts. Lemurs have won 6 of their last 10, so 6-4. Last 10 games. AirHogs 4-6 in their last 10 games. And the Joplin Blasters right now 14-32 on the season. And they have lost 12 in a row right now. And, well, obviously 0-10 in their last 10 games since they've lost more than 10 in a row. As we look at the Central Division, the Gary South Shore Railcats lead the Central with a record of 25-22. And actually, they are tied for first. The Lincoln Salt Dogs have won back-to-back games and are now tied with the Gary South Shore Railcats, each of them 25-22 on the year, with Gary losing the last 2 games. So Lincoln, who was leading the Central for a little while at the beginning of the year, then they started slumping, and Gary caught up to him as Gary got hot. Now Lincoln back hot again, as they are 7-3 in their last 10 ball games and have tied it up in the Central. Kansas City T-Bones, they're 22-26, third place in the Central, 3.5 games out of first. And the Sioux City Explorers also 22-26, 3.5 games out of first place. You have a Central Division right now that's very, very close, and we'll see a couple of those teams here. Actually, we'll see almost all of those teams here in the next couple of weeks. When we go home, we'll see Kansas City, and then when we go on the road, we'll see Gary. Actually, when we go home, we see Lincoln and Kansas City, and then we see Gary on the road right after that. So our next 3 series are against 3 Central teams here coming up after we finish up this series here in Texas. Or here in Amarillo against the Texas AirHogs. The North Division still led by the St. Paul Saints, 33-16. They have a 7-game lead over the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks, who are 25-22. Winnipeg Goldeyes, 24-24, 8.5 games out of first, and the Sioux Falls Canaries are 17-29, 14.5 games out of first. So right now the Lemurs still with the 3rd best record in the league with 27-21. As they are behind just the Wingnuts for first place in the South and behind the St. Paul Saints, who have the best record in the entire league. So if the season were to end right now, the Lemurs would have the wild card, which is a big deal because that gets them in the playoffs. So right now the Lemurs are still, despite not leading the division, have the lead in the wild card, as we'll take a closer look at that now once we get past the halfway point. We're nearing it right here. After tomorrow's game, we'll be halfway through the season, as tonight is game number 49 of the year here for the Laredo Lemurs. Let's take a look at last night's scoreboard around the American Association. Last night, everyone in action, as the St. Paul Saints lost on the road to the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks by a score of 8-1. Saints losing there last night. Lincoln Salt Dogs won 12-5 over the Joplin Blasters. As I mentioned, Joplin has now lost 12 games in a row. Kansas City T-Bones, they won yesterday at home 7-5 against the Sioux City Explorers. Over in Gary, the Gary South Shore Railcats lost by 2 to the Wichita Wingnuts, as the Wingnuts came from behind to win by a score of 11-9. And in Sioux Falls, the Canaries put a whooping on the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 18-9 the score there in Sioux Falls. Canaries taking down the Winnipeg Goldeyes. And of course, here last night, Lemurs lost to the Texas AirHogs by a score of 9-4. Let's take a little more in-depth look at last night's ball game here. Last night, the Lemurs they played really well, pitching and defensively, for 6 of the 8 innings that the AirHogs were batting. But it was the other 2 innings that they struggled with. In the second inning, the AirHogs scored 5 runs in the second inning last night on 6 hits, and then in the 8th inning, they scored 4 runs on 4 hits. And they only allowed runs in those 2 innings. So just 2 really, really ugly innings for the Lemurs out there on the mound and in the field, as the AirHogs just hit their pitching time and time again in those innings. You had the rest of the 6 innings, they faced the minimum. So pitching was excellent for the 6 innings, just the other 2 they struggled with last night. Overall, AirHogs with 11 hits and an error. Lemurs had 10 hits and 4 runs with 1 error as well. They lost last night. Well, that went to starting pitcher Barrett Laux. Laux last night was 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Kamakani Usui and Jeff Inman each pitched an inning of relief. Usui giving up 3 runs, all earned, and Inman 1 run earned. Winner, well, that was Sam Martin, former Lemur. 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, both earned on 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for him last night. Tyler Eyrig, Carlos Massell, and Alan Oakes also pitched an inning of relief for the AirHogs last night, as Eyrig and Massell each allowed a run in yesterday's ball game. When we come back, we'll take a look at your starting lineups here as we are nearing first pitch here in Amarillo at Potter County Memorial Stadium. Lemurs taking on the the home team here, the Texas AirHogs here in Amarillo. Just the only time this season the Lemurs come to Amarillo. We'll be back with your starting lineups next.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the number one.
Our lineups have been exchanged here at the ballpark. Take a look at your starting lineups. First for the visiting team, your Laredo Lemurs. They'll be led off by center fielder Drew Martinez. Batting second for the Lemurs, Cesar Valera. He's at third base. Ty Morrison bats third and left field. Dennis Phipps in the cleanup spot. He's playing right field. The DH tonight is Leandro Castro. Zane Chavez bats sixth for the Lemurs. He's catching. Jesus Pozo's at first base, batting seventh. Alvaro Rondon batting eighth, the shortstop. And J.D. Pulfer playing second base, batting ninth. Again, that's Martinez, Valera, Morrison, Phipps, Castro, Chavez, Pozo, Rondon, and Pulfer tonight for the Lemurs. Well, looks like we're having a national anthem here. Looks like they're going to start on time, if not early. First couple games were a little late. Now we're starting early. We'll give you the AirHogs lineup before they come to the plate later on.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Holly Tillery. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our ceremonial first pitch.
All right, ceremonial first pitch after the national anthem. We'll give you the Texas AirHogs lineup here real quick, since we didn't give you those. Matt Shepard on the hill, by the way, for the AirHogs, as Danny Moskowitz on the hill for the Lemurs tonight. Michael Hurd leads off for the AirHogs. He's playing center field. Juan Sanchez, the shortstop, bats second. Brian Bistain is second base, batting third. Devin Rodriguez at first base, bats cleanup for the AirHogs. Batting fifth, it's designated hitter Nick Akins. Cody Lenahan is the right fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Mike Miller, the catcher. In right field, Austin Gallagher bats eighth, and batting ninth, Leon Bird at third base. A couple of ceremonial first pitches by some youngsters out there in blue, as we are ready for the actual first pitch here in a few moments. We've already sang the national anthem.
Here are your Texas.
There we go, AirHogs coming out to the field. Take a look at your starting pitching matchup here. Matt Shepard on the hill for the Texas AirHogs. He'll be out there right now, or is headed out there. Shepard, this season combined, is 2-3 with a 4.69 ERA. Why do I say combined? Well, he started the year with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. With the Salt Dogs, he was 0-1 in 2 appearances with a 6.75 ERA. Both the AirHogs, he's 2-2 with a 4.62 earned run average in 9 appearances. 7 of those are starts. When he was with the Salt Dogs, both his appearances were out of the bullpen. So, and he only threw an inning and a third there with Lincoln. So far, 46 and 2/3 innings pitched. His last start was actually against his former team, Lincoln, on July 4th. He took a no decision in an 10-8 loss to the Salt Dogs, throwing 6 innings, giving up 7 runs, 5 earned on 8 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He has faced Laredo this year. He threw 2 innings in relief in a 7-4 Lemurs victory, giving up 1 run. It was unearned, walking 2 and striking out 2 in his 2 innings of work against the Lemurs. He pitched well against the Wichita Wingnuts 2 starts ago in Wichita, 6-5 win. He got the win in that, throwing 7 innings, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Defensively for the AirHogs, behind the plate, Michael Miller, Leon Bird at third, Juan Sanchez at short, Brian Bistain at second, Devin Rodriguez at first, Austin Gallagher in left, Michael Hurd in center, and Cody Lenahan in right. So the same defensive alignment as last night, except for one change. The catcher is Michael Miller. He was the catcher in Game 1. They have a couple catchers they mix in there, do the AirHogs, but they don't change their lineup by much. The umpires tonight, Marty Bowers behind the plate, Asa Howard is at first base, and Jerry Martinez is at third base. Tonight, your umpires. Drew Martinez leading off the ball game for the Lemurs. Martinez, the center fielder, digging into the box for Laredo. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. And the pitch, first pitch of the game, low for ball one at 6:05. Martinez this season with the Lemurs has played in 47 games, batting .305. He has 21 runs batted in, no home runs yet on the year. 1-0 pitch on the outside corner, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matt Shepard, a former member of the Padres organization, swinging a ground ball right side towards the hole. Bistain dives for it. He won't get it. Rolls on into right. Lemurs lead off the ball game with a single by Drew Martinez. Starting off the ball game in a good way here, and Cesar Valera to the plate.
The batter is the third baseman, number 6, Cesar Valera.
Valera on the year for the Lemurs, batting .283. He has 3 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Right-handed hitting third baseman for the Lemurs. Valera, righty against righty. Martinez at first gets a lead. The pitch, Valera taking right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Yesterday, Valera was 1 for 4 at the plate. He did walk once. No runs and no RBIs yesterday. Being a lead is Martinez. The pitch, the 0-1, off the plate away. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the third game of this 4-game series. We will play a 7-game homestand after tomorrow. Last game of the series here in Amarillo tomorrow. And the 1-1 pitch outside gets past the catcher as it tips off his glove, goes to the backstop, and Martinez will move up to second base. Runner on second for the Lemurs with no outs on the inning, top of the first. So Martinez reaches on the wild pitch to second base. From Matt Shepard. Mentioned Shepard, played in the Padres organization, was drafted in 2012 out of Tennessee Technical University, which is in Cookeville, Tennessee. Shepard looks back at second base, now delivers a 2-1 pitch to Valera on the inside corner. Shepard gets the call, and the count 2-2. Shepard was a 31st round pick that year. He's from Bluff City, Tennessee. 26 years of age, 6'3", 180 pounds. 185 pounds, sorry. He made it up to High A Lake Elsinore. The Storm. Pitch called, strike 3. Valera doesn't like the call, and he'll head back to the dugout as Ty Morrison comes to the plate for the Lemurs. Morrison, left-handed hitting left fielder.
Ty Morrison, 1 out.
This the first season for Shepard in independent baseball. He last pitched in the Padres organization last year. He spent all of 2015 in Lake Elsinore as well as all of 2014. First pitch to Morrison, a called strike, 0-1. Morrison this season for the Lemurs batting .297, 2 home runs, 23 runs batted in. He's got an on-base percentage of .367, one of the highest ones on the team. The pitch, low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Morrison. Highest on-base percentage on the team, that belongs to Martinez with a .394 on-base percentage. 1-1 pitch, low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. Last night, Lemurs lost to the AirHogs, and that was the first time they'd lost to the AirHogs all season. They won their first 7 games against this Texas team. But then lost last night trying to go for win number 8. Pitch up and away. Count 3 balls and 1 strike to left fielder Ty Morrison for the Lemurs. Runner on second base and 1 out. On deck, Dennis Phipps. Morrison spinning the bat in front of him. Awaits the pitch from Shepard. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. Inside ball 4. Morrison will walk. First walk issued by Shepard. So far he's given up a single, got a strikeout, and walked the batter. So right-handed power hitting Dennis Phipps to the plate.
55, Dennis Phipps.
Phipps hit a home run last night, which for him, that was his 8th of the year. He has 26 runs batted in to go along with those 8 home runs and a .250 batting average. Shepard, the righty, against the righty Phipps. Runners get their leads. The pitch on the outside corner called strike 0-1. Phipps hit a solo home run to lead off the 8th inning, and at the time put the Lemurs within 1 run of the AirHogs. But the Texas AirHogs, as the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, ended up scoring a total of 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th to pull away and make it a 5-run game instead of a 1-run game with those 4 runs, and held on to win there in the top of the 9th, keeping the Lemurs off the board. Shepard, the righty against the righty Phipps. Here comes the pitch. Phipps takes up and away. So the count now 1-2. Tonight they've got Leandro Castro batting in the 5 spot. His manager Peter Caviglia. Castro's been leading off a lot lately. Phipps swings, fouls it away up over the screen. They put him in the 5 spot tonight, and hopefully that gives Phipps the opportunity to see more pitches, as Castro has been just absolutely hammering the ball here lately. Castro with 5 home runs already in 17 games for the Lemurs. You put a guy with some pop behind Phipps, and hopefully Phipps gets some better pitches, and you can't just pitch around him. It was a similar issue that Travis Danker was having previously before we got Phipps back. Pitch missing, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remember the first homestand? Danker would be batting in the 3 or 4 spot and just wasn't getting many pitches to see, as there was another power threat behind him. Time called by Phipps at the plate. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Morrison at first, Martinez at second, 1 out in the inning. Still a scoreless game here in the top of the first. Shepard with the pitch. Taken on the inside corner. Phipps doesn't like the call at all. Curveball finds the zone. Phipps goes down looking. Second strikeout of the inning for Shepard. I could hear Phipps say no from here. They were cheering for him last night, though. He hit the home run to make it a 1-run game, and he got a lot of cheers from this Amarillo crowd. I said something to him after the game about it, and he said, they love me here for some reason. They did that last year. I hit a home run, and they were all cheering for me. He doesn't know why. But Amarillo loves Dennis Phipps. Castro at the plate, swings the first pitch, pops it up right side, and foul out of play. Castro batting .354 through 17 games with those 5 home runs and 13 runs batted in. He's also got 8 doubles. So Castro with 13 extra base hits here in his first 17 games. That's pretty good. Take that any day of the week. Pitch down and away, 1-1. So Shepard on the hill, righty versus righty. Castro with a red compression sleeve on his right arm. DHing tonight. Swing and a miss, chasing it down and away, and count now 1-2. Lemurs trying to drive some runs in. They got a leadoff batter and Drew Martinez on with a single. He actually got to second base before an out was made due to a wild pitch. Pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Lemurs had a runner on second base with no outs here in the first. And right now, Martinez still at second base and Morrison at first base after he got walked. As we saw last night, this AirHogs team capable of scoring runs. They put some runs up against the Lemurs this year. We've just beaten them more times than not. There's a check swing. They'll appeal to first. And they say Castro didn't go through the zone. Pitch was low. That was really close. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. I can't really tell from here if Castro went through the zone or not, but it was incredibly close. 3-2, full count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. They'll be moving with the pitch. There they go. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Castro weakly waving at it. Goes down swinging, and 3 strikeouts in the inning. A hit and a walk as well. Lemurs don't score. We go to the bottom of the first. AirHogs to the plate for the first time tonight in this 0-0 ball game.
Choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeye's new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Well, Lemurs got a couple base runners in the first inning, but nothing doing for them there as they left them stranded. We're here in the bottom of the first now. The Texas AirHogs coming to the plate for the first time here this evening as the right-hander for the Lemurs, Danny Moskovitz, getting warm out there on the hill. It's, as I mentioned, Moskovitz making the start today as he was in the bullpen, then the rotation, then the bullpen, and now apparently back in the rotation again, at least for a spot start. We'll see if he sticks here for the Lemurs. Moskovitz on the hill today, this season so far for him in a Lemurs uniform. He is 2-3 with a 6.21 ERA, 11 games pitched, 6 of them starts. He last started actually he did not start July 4th. He came in relief and threw 5 innings in relief against Wichita. Pretty successful 5 innings, just 2 runs, both earned on 5 hits, had 4 strikeouts and no walks. First batter Michael Herr, the pitch to Herr, a called strike, 0-1. Moskovitz before that threw a scoreless inning and 2/3 of relief against the AirHogs last time he faced this team in that 9-8 ball game that the Lemurs came back to win in. Moskovitz with the 0-1 pitch to Herr, taken on the outside corner, 0-2. Off to a good start here, pounding the zone for 2 strikes against leadoff hitter Michael Herr for the Texas AirHogs. And the pitch to Herr, missing for a ball, 1-2. Herr this season batting .287. He has 4 home runs and 26 runs batted in for the AirHogs. A .287 average. Good for 4th on the team. The pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the count evens up. So Moskovitz, as I mentioned, his last relief outing, 5 innings pitched. So we'll see if he can add to that here in his now a start. Swing and a foul off the pole behind home plate. Do that pole just to the... That holds up the screen there behind home plate on the right side. He hit that one. You can see on the camera. Ricocheted along the side of the screen towards the first base dugout. Moskovitz with a 2-2 count here to her. The break-even pitch on its way. Swinging a high bouncer left side. Moving to his left, Valera. He taps the glove, throws to first, and there's one away. That'll bring up shortstop Juan Sanchez. Juan Sanchez this season for the AirHogs batting .260 with 6 home runs and 25 runs batted in for the shortstop. With his pant legs pulled up, showing off the black socks, he swings the first pitch, hits one in the air to center, charging in, sliding, and making the catch is Martinez. A great play out there in center by Drew Martinez to keep a hit off the board and send Sanchez back to the dugout. Fantastic sliding catch. Martinez got a great read off the bat. And there's 2 outs in the inning. 2 up, 2 down. Brian Bistain to the plate. Bistain batting .341 through 48 games, 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. He's been excellent this year in an AirHogs uniform. Bistain taking the first pitch, a called strike. Bistain among the league leaders in batting average. In fact, he's just behind teammate Devin Rodriguez, as they sit 6 and 7 respectively. Rodriguez and Bistain in batting average in the league. Rodriguez is on deck. Count 0-2 after that fouled off pitch. Bistain, one of the many players who played in the Frontier League last year on this AirHogs roster. 0-2 pitch, swing, ground ball, left side towards the hole. Moving to his left is Rondon. He'll try to scoop it up, but as he scoops it up, he flips it over his shoulder with his glove. And then it'll be an E6 to put Bistain aboard. I'll bring Devin Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez, as I mentioned, 6th in the league in batting average, .344 hitter, 2 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Burt Reynolds, the league leader in home runs, still out of the lineup for the AirHogs. He has not played since the last time the Lemurs and AirHogs played before this series on the 3rd of July. Pitch outside, 1-0. So it's been 6 days now since Reynolds has been in the lineup. He's usually the cleanup hitter, or the 3-hole hitter, actually, usually in the 3 spot. And the pitch, Rodriguez swings and hits it down the first baseline, but foul. Well, actually, more towards the Lemurs on deck circle. Count 1-1. Over at first base, Brian Bistain, 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the first, 0-0 AirHogs and Lemurs. Bistain getting a lead. Moskovitz glancing back over as he comes to a set. Throws over to first. Bistain diving back in, but he's ahead of the throw. AirHogs going with their red uniforms, black lettering, says AirHogs across the chest, white pants. Lemurs going with the black uniforms today. Lemurs across the chest in gold, gray pants. Black hat, gold brim. Moskovitz with the pitch. Bistain is moving, pitch up and away. The throw by Chavez is not in time, and off the bag to the left. Bistain with a stolen bag. Runner on second, 2-1 the count to Rodriguez, 2 outs in the inning. So the left-handed hitting Rodriguez is going to dig back into the box after the stolen base. Bistain dusting himself off, gets a lead over at second. Lemurs playing Rodriguez to pull. To the right of the bag at second is Rondon, the shortstop. He creeps in at second, claps the glove, backs away. The pitch, swing and a miss. There's strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now to Rodriguez. He wears a white sleeve on his right arm, as well as an elbow guard there on that right arm with his white batting gloves. Bright sunny day here, a couple white clouds in the sky against the blue skies, but nothing dark and threatening. As far as rain goes, pitch up and away. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second, 2 outs in the inning. Yesterday there had been some rain in the forecast, but it never really hit us. A couple of sprinkles earlier in the afternoon, but the overcastness helped keep it a little cooler. It's not too overcast today, so it's pretty hot out there. Moskovitz looks back over at second base, kicks and fires, a 3-2 pitch, swinging a liner back at him. Diving is Rondon. He has it behind the bag at second, throws to first, and that'll retire Rodriguez. Alvaro Rondon with another diving play up the middle, as he has flashed the leather time and time again this season for the Lemurs. We go to the top of the second, scoreless game here in Amarillo, Lemurs and AirHogs.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll.
Zane Chavez leads off the inning for the Lemurs. Left-handed hitting catcher. Still a scoreless game here in the top of the second. Lemurs got a couple of base runners last inning, but couldn't bring them in. The pitch from Matt Shepard swung on and fouled away by Chavez, 0-1. Chavez, the catcher for the Lemurs this season. He's had a pretty good year with Laredo, as he's batting .266 right now with 3 home runs and 18 runs batted in. He's played just 19 games for the Lemurs after starting off in the preseason with the team, getting released, then picked back up just about 3 weeks ago. Last pitch in the dirt, count 1-1. Left-handed hitter versus right-handed pitcher. Shepard delivers a 1-1 pitch. Chavez will swing and foul it back off the screen. And the count now 1-2. Lemurs hitters, I can see them in the dugout. Well, actually, I can't see them in the dugout. I can see the fact that they aren't visible to me means that they're back up in the dugout underneath in the shade where it's a little bit cooler here on this hot day. Pitch in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just the guys who are due up right now, up and walking around by the fence. Everyone trying to stay as cool as they can. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled above the Lemurs first base dugout. Count still even to Chavez, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nothing. Each team had players get on base. Lemurs with 2 base runners last inning, and the AirHogs with 1. That pitch just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to Chavez. Here as he leads off the inning in the top of the second for the Lemurs. He'll be followed by Jesus Pozo and Alvaro Rondon. And the payoff pitch, Chavez going to take low, ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Lemurs and their first baseman, Jesus Pozo, to the plate. Pozo has been playing first base and catcher this year for the Lemurs. Today getting the start at first. Pozo was the starting catcher in Game 1 of this series. Did not play last night, though. Chavez a lead at first base. Shepard kicks and fires to Pozo, who swings the first pitch and grounds it foul to the left side down the third base line. 0-1. Pozo this season batting .240. 5 home runs, 23 runs batted in. He's played in 29 games, but only 24 of them are starts. He's pinch hit a couple times and come in off the bench when the Lemurs have had a big lead to give Chavez some rest behind the plate a couple times as well. 0-1 pitch, Pozo taking the off-speed stuff inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count to him. Lemurs trying to score first here tonight. Chavez, their third base runner of the ball game. Pitch on the outside corner called strike 1 and 2. As Shepard's walked 2 batters and given up the leadoff single to Drew Martinez. Lemurs have gotten a leadoff runner aboard each inning so far here tonight in the first 2 innings of the ball game, which is pretty good news, but got to bring him in too. 1 and 2 the count, the pitch just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lemurs hitters making Shepard work here. Fewest amount of pitches he's thrown to a batter so far, 3, and that was to Martinez, who singled. Chavez made him throw 7 pitches, and here's another pitch to Pozo, who lines it down the left field line, but foul. That was the 5th pitch of the at-bat to Pozo. He'll have at least 6 pitches this at-bat. Last inning, 25 pitches thrown by Shepard. Another 2-2 pitch to Pozo. Swings and fouls it away right side. And out of play. And already 13 pitches here this inning, and he hasn't even completed facing 2 batters yet. So Lemurs making Shepard work out there on the mound for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Another break-even pitch. Pozo swinging and fouling it away again. Out of play. Good at bat here by Pozo. I see some more Lemurs hitters or players coming out from under the roof of the dugout there. 2-2 pitch. Pozo swings, grounds it left side through the hole into left field. Base hit for Jesus Pozo, and for the second time in the ballgame, Lemurs have runners on first and second. This time with no outs, as they've now walked twice and singled twice in the ballgame. Alvaro Rondon to the plate. Rondon, the shortstop for the Lemurs. Batting .278 with a home run and 23 runs batted in. See if he tries to lay down a bunt here with runners on first and second and no outs. That would be the small ball tactic. The numbers tactic here would be to have him bunt away. He squares around and lays down a bunt right in front of home plate. It's bobbled by the pitcher, Shepard. He throws late to first, and Rondon is safe. Shepard had issues picking it up off the grass there, and Rondon with excellent speed gets down the line and reaches safely. as the bobble caused or made it take longer to get the ball to first. Bases loaded now for the Lemurs.
The batter is the second baseman, number 10, J.D. Newtwork. No outs.
So that'll likely be ruled an error, but still a sac bunt and bases loaded, no outs. J.D. Pulfer to the plate. Pulfer batting .234, 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Poso at second, Chavez at third, Rondon now at first. Pulfer digs in, first pitch from Shepard up high, ball 1. So Rondon, the only batter that didn't make starting pitcher Matt Shepard throw a bunch of pitches. That's because he laid down a sac bunt on the first pitch. But that was his job. Push those runners over, and he even reached. Shepard kicks and fires, swinging a pop-up on the infield. At the edge of the dirt, the catch is made by the second baseman Bistain on the infield fly rule. So now 1 out in the inning, bases loaded, and top of the order, Drew Martinez, who is 1 for 1 today with a single.
Back to the top of the order for Laredo, center fielder number 4, Drew Martinez. 1 out.
So left-handed hitting Drew Martinez to the plate. Infield in. Well, corners in. Middle infield playing a shallow double play depth. As the base is still loaded. Rondon at first, Poso at second, Chavez at third. Martinez singled through the right side of the infield his first time at the plate. First pitch, swinging a grounder to the second baseman, Bistain. He'll field it on a hop, flip to second for 1. The relay to first is not in time, and a run will score. So the out made at second, but they couldn't complete the double play. So an RBI for Martinez on the fielder's choice as Chavez scores, and the Lemurs lead 1-0. They get on the board first. Runners in the corners now for Laredo.
The batter is the third baseman, number 6, Cesar Valera.
Cesar Valera 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Comes up with Poso at third and Martinez at first. Shepard trying to get out of the inning with just giving up 1 run. The pitch taken low for a ball, 1-0. Lemurs had bases loaded, no outs. And for Shepard to be in this situation, he should feel fortunate, as just 1 run has scored so far. Pitch taken down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. So hitters count here for Valera, 2-0. See what he can do with it. As the pitch, Valera taking down and away, nearly got past the catcher Miller as it was in the dirt, just managed to backhand it. 3 balls, no strikes, the count to Valera. On deck, Ty Morrison. There's no one at second base, so a walk would just load the bases and wouldn't bring a run in. But Morrison's been a dangerous hitter lately for the Lemurs, as has Valera. And the pitch, taken down the middle for a strike. 3-1. Still advantage Valera right here with the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1-0. Lemurs lead the AirHogs here in the top of the second. Shepard kicks and fires. 3-1 pitch down and away, ball 4. Bases loaded once again. And Ty Morrison to the plate, who walked today. That walk, 3rd walk issued by Shepard already in the first 2 innings of the ball game. Shepard does walk his share of guys, 20 walks and 46 2/3 innings with the AirHogs this season. Pitch on the outside corner to Morrison, 0-1. His last start, 2 walks over 6 innings. His Season high for walks, though, is just 4. 4 through 5 innings in Joplin and 4 through 6 innings in Sioux City. So already 3 in 2 innings. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Morrison trying to make something happen at the plate here for the Lemurs. Add to their lead. They're up 1-0. 1 run scored this inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Poso at third, Martinez at first, or at second, and Valera at first. 0-2 pitch. Morrison swings, hits it on a line right at Rodriguez, the first baseman, who makes the catch, reaching down to his left. And boy, Morrison hits that a couple feet to the left, down towards the line. He gets an extra base hit and multiple runs score. But Rodriguez with a nice play, and that'll end the inning. We go on to the bottom of the second. Lemurs lead 1-0 over the AirHogs.
Health plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce,
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Moving off for the AirHogs in the second, the designated hitter, number 17, Nick Akins.
Nick Akins leads off the inning for the Texas AirHogs. It'll be Akins, Lenahan, and Miller here in the second. Lemurs leading 1-0 over the AirHogs. On the mound, Danny Moskovitz. Moskovitz, the starter for the Lemurs today. He'll wind in the first pitch to Akins. Taken inside for a ball, 1-0. Akins this season batting .220 as he checks his swing, but he manages to catch a piece of it, fouling it off to the right side. Batting .220 with 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in. He's played 16 games for the AirHogs this season. And for Akins yesterday, he had 2 hits, was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Pitch, Akins swings and hits one in the air down the left field line a long ways. That ball will hit off the top of the signage out there in left field. That's a home run, a solo shot that will ring the bell here in Amarillo. And the game is tied 1-1. Mentioned they have a double layer of signage here, and the second layer, or second level, is a little bit behind the actual fence. So you only have to hit it over the 8-foot fence or so, I'm guessing the height. And he hit that Budweiser sign out in left field. Actually did bounce back onto the field, though. Cody Lenahan to the plate. Leadoff home run for Akins. Game tied at 1. Lenahan, first pitch to him. He squares around a bunt, pulls it back, 1-0. Pitch was down and in. So Akins hits his 3rd home run of the year. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 to Lenahan. Lenahan this season batting .283. He's got 3 home runs and 28 runs batted in for the AirHogs this season. He's played in 48 games, started 47 of them. The pitch from Moskovitz, swinging a grounder down the first baseline, but foul towards the Lemurs bullpen. Count 1-2. So game tied up 1-1 here, Lemurs and AirHogs. As Moskovitz with the 1-2 pitch to Lenahan. Swinging a foul just off the end of the bat. Off the screen. Count still 1-2. Moskovitz went to Harvard. After Harvard, spent some time in the Can-Am League this offseason, was with the Diamondbacks organization, but was released during the offseason. Pitch, swing and a tapper back towards the mound, but it hit off the foot of Lenahan, so it's a foul ball. Count still 1-2. Lemurs with an opportunity to score a lot of runs last inning. They sent 7 batters to the plate. Had the bases loaded a couple different times, but they only scored 1 run there in the second inning. Left the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Danny Moskovitz. And it comes here in the bottom of the second. Out number 1 of the inning, and Michael Miller to the plate, the catcher for the Texas AirHogs. Miller batting .238, 5 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Moskovitz nods, and here comes the first pitch to Miller. Taken on the inside corner, a called strike 0-1. Miller, the catcher, we've actually seen him play some left field in the ball game that Reynolds had to leave after taking a pitch to the back. 0-1 pitch, Miller fouls it off the screen. 0-2. Out in left field, Miller was not exactly, did not exactly look comfortable out in left field that game. Certainly much more so behind the plate catching. No balls, 2 strikes. Moskovitz looking for another punch out here this inning. Winds in the 0-2. Swing, ground ball down the third baseline, but foul. Count still 0-2. Miller pounds the plate as he digs back in. Looks over at Moskovitz. Waves his bat towards him. And here comes another 0-2 pitch. Miller swings and just gets a piece of it, fouling it to the right side and towards the bullpen. It lands in the Lemurs bullpen. A couple of relievers take off for it as they race towards it. One gave up, though. As Luis De La Cruz, the winner. Picks up the foul ball, and here comes another 0-2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Count 1-2. Moskovitz, again, with another pitch. The 1-2 pitch this time, fouled away, right side, and out of play. Moskovitz, a 1-2 pitch, grounder left side through the hole. After a bunch of foul balls, Miller finds daylight and gets himself a base hit here with 1 out in the inning. Runner on first base, tie game. To the plate, Austin Gallagher. Gallagher has been, well, he's been a thorn in the Lemurs' side here the last couple of games. Try and retire him here.
The batter is the left fielder, number 15, Austin Gallagher.
Gallagher batting .239, 3 home runs, 26 runs batted in. The pitch, Gallagher taking a strike 0-1. We look at the Lemurs' schedule coming up. Tomorrow, a 2:05 game here in Amarillo. And then we'll be at home following that. 4 games against the Kansas City T-Bones. Pitch in the just out of the zone. I thought home plate umpire Marty Bauer was going to signal a strike there. He didn't. 1-1 the count. 4 games against the T-Bones. They're at home. And then 3 games against the Lincoln Salt Dogs back in Uni-Trade Stadium. So a 7-game homestand. Then we'll be on the road for our longest road trip of the year. Moskovitz. 1-1 count to Gallagher. Here comes the pitch. Swing, ground ball, right side. Pulfer with it. He's going to throw to second quickly. Picked out by Rondon. He fires to first. And it's in time. Double play to end the inning. 4-6-3. Fancy footwork by Pulfer at first, or at second. And a great throw by Rondon to first. And that'll end the inning. 1 run to score a solo home run to lead off the inning for the AirHogs. And we go to the top of the third. 1-1, Lemurs and AirHogs.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed.
Dennis Phipps to the plate. First pitch to him, taken on the outside corner, a called strike 0-1. Dennis Phipps leading off the inning here in the top of the third. Phipps hit a home run last night in the 8th inning when he led off the inning. The pitch down and away, 1-1. Phipps 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the ballgame. Struck out looking in the first. Matt Shepard on the hill for the AirHogs. Winds in the 1-1 pitch to Phipps. Swing and a fly ball in the air. Shallow center. Herr is racing in. He's going to lay out for it. Diving and makes the catch. A great play by Michael Herr in center, as now each center fielder has made some great plays, or made a great play out there today so far. Drew Martinez had a great sliding catch in the first inning, and now Herr laying out for it, diving forward to make the catch, robbing Phipps of a base hit. Leandro Castro now to the plate for the Lemurs. Castro 0 for 1. He struck out as well. Shepard has 3 strikeouts in the ballgame, all coming in the first inning. First pitch, Castro taking a strike 0-1. 1 out here in the top of the third. Lemurs and AirHogs tied at 1. And the pitch to Castro taking up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike last night. AirHogs with the win as they put up 9 runs yesterday. 9-4 their victory, swinging a foul tip back to the screen. Count 1-2 now to Castro. Lemurs won game 1 though, 15-6. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Castro. And the pitch outside, 2-2. A win today for either team would give them an edge in winning the series. Swinging a soft grounder towards short on a broken bat, the throw to first in time to get Castro 6-3. Castro, at least it sounded like he cracked the bat. I don't see any splinters of wood anywhere. It stayed still in one piece, but it certainly sounded like he cracked it. Zane Chavez to the plate, and Castro's going to go look at his bat in the dugout. Chavez awaits the first pitch. He's going to swing at it. Hits it high in the air into left center. Now coming in for it is Gallagher after initially going back. He'll make the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Here in the top of the third for the Lemurs at the plate. We go on to the bottom of the third inning. Lemurs and AirHogs tied at 1.
To you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarria's is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Leon Bird leads off the inning for the Texas AirHogs as Bird, the 9th batter in the order, last batter in the order, comes to the plate for the first time tonight. Pitch called a strike, 0-1. Moskovitz still on the hill for the Lemurs here in the 3rd inning, as he's done very well so far this ball game. Just the solo home run that he's given up. Swinging a ground ball towards the first baseman, Poso. He grabs it near his chest on the high hop, and he'll take it to the bag himself. 1 away. Bird entered the ball game with a .295 batting average, 4 runs batted in, and no home runs this season. And it's back to the top of the order with Michael Herr, the center fielder, who robbed Dennis Phipps of a base hit last inning with a dive out in center field. Really showing off his fielding skills out there in the outfield. Her, the right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. Moskovitz firing low and away. Ball 1. Early start here on this Saturday. 6:05 first pitch. Swing ground ball right side towards the hole. It'll get through the infield, and Her goes the opposite way for his first hit of the game. But a few other teams also had some early starts today. So we'll take a quick look at the scoreboard. In fact, everyone else already starting except for in Kansas City. They still have that 7:05 first pitch. Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks leading 1-0, top of the fourth. There in Fargo as they take on the St. Paul Saints. So Redhawks leading the Saints 1-0. Still scoreless in Sioux Falls between the Sioux Falls Canaries and the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Juan Sanchez to the plate. First base, Michael Herr gets a lead. Gary South Shore Railcats and Wichita Wingnuts both scoreless, top of the third there. And Gary swinging a ground ball foul down the third baseline off the bat of Sanchez, 0-1. Sanchez flew out to center field his first time up, 0-1 in the ball game. Oh, and one other game not in action yet. That is the Joplin Blasters and Lincoln Salt Dogs. So including our game, 4 of the 6 games on the schedule are already started. And the pitch, Sanchez taking high, moved his hips a bit. Bat didn't hardly move though. 1-1 the count. Sanchez yesterday had a couple of hits. He was 2 for 4, a double, a triple, an RBI, and a run scored. Throw to first back in time is Her. Another throw to first. Her gets back in time. Close play that time, though. Her this season, he's got a total of 3 stolen bases on the year. And he's been caught stealing 4 times. This AirHogs team, not a big stolen bags team. They have 27 steals on the year, and their leading base stealer is Burt Reynolds with 7. The pitch taken on the just a bit too far inside, and the count 2-1. Thought Moskovitz might have found the corner there. Moskovitz behind 2-1. Her over at first base getting a lead against the second batter in the order. Juan Sanchez, 1 out in the inning. We're in the bottom of the third of a tie 1-1 game. Swinging a line drive over the glove of a leaping Alvaro Rondon at short into left field. Second hit of the inning. Back-to-back singles for Her and Sanchez. Runners on first and second for the AirHogs.
Now batting for Texas, the second baseman, number 2, Brian Hussein.
In fact, the AirHogs, when it comes to the league standings and stolen bags, second to last in the league with those 27 steals. They are only ahead of Lincoln, who only has 19 steals on the year. Pitch to Brian Bistain, low for ball 1. Bistain reached on an error his first time at the plate, 0-1 today. The Lemurs as a team, they have 47 steals on the year. Runners getting their leads at first and second. The pitch, Bistain taking down and away, 2-0. This ball game, the third of a 4-game series, so still one more tomorrow. Corners are playing in case Bistain were to lay down a sack bunt here with 1 out in the inning, or just try to bunt for a hit. And the pitch from Moskovitz, swinging a fly ball into center. Running back, now coming to a stop is Martinez. Runner from second tags. The throw will go to second base, so they will keep Sanchez at first. So now runners in the corners, 2 outs in the inning, as Hurd advances to third base on the fly out to center field. Two outs, Devin Rodriguez to the plate. 0-1 in the ball game. Rodriguez taking a couple practice swings right before he gets up to the plate. As Chavez giving signals to the infield here with runners on the corners and 2 away. Sanchez at first, Herr at third. Rodriguez in search of his first hit of the game. Moskovitz hoping to keep him off the base paths. A pitch on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Rodriguez looked like he was taking all the way there. Looked incredibly relaxed at the plate. In fact, he has a kind of a funny batting stance. Takes another strike on the outside corner against the knees, 0-2. Before the pitcher pitches, he kind of holds the bat right in front of him, and then he angles it with his hands towards the third base, or towards the right-handed batter's box across from him. As he stands up in the box, he almost is propping it off of his stomach. But then as the pitch comes in, he gets ready and pulls it back behind his head. Fouls off that pitch, 0-2. He holds it almost as if you had a flag that had a little trying to think of the word, a strap around your stomach that you could put the flag in to hold it if you're marching or something. Swing and a foul. Away left side again, out of play. 0-2, still the count to Rodriguez. It's almost how it looks like when he holds his bat. It's a little bit in front of his stomach, but not by much. So it almost looks like he's just holding it there with his stomach. But then as Moskovitz readies for a pitch, he gets it back behind his head. As Moskovitz with another 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez. Swing grounder back towards Moskovitz. Dropping to a knee, though, is Rondon as he's there waiting for it. He throws to first. Inning over. Couple of runners reach, but 2 men stranded here in the third inning for the AirHogs. We go on to the fourth. Lemurs, AirHogs still tied at 1 here in Amarillo.
To imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this,
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The top.
3 innings complete here in Amarillo, tied at 1. The game is between the Lemurs and AirHogs. Pitch up and in to the leadoff batter for the Lemurs here this inning, Jesus Poso. Poso today 1 for 1 with a single. The 1-0 pitch taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the man playing first base for the Lemurs today. And the 1-1 pitch, Poso going to take again for another called strike. 1-2. Poso had a lengthy at-bat, possibly his longest at-bat of the season against Matt Shepard's last time up, and there's a swing and a line drive to left field towards the line. It'll roll to the warning track, and Poso will round first, slide, and then get back up and run back to first after he rounded first base. And that's the second time I've seen Poso. I think it was Poso who did it the first time. He rounded third base once in Laredo, and to turn around and get back to the bag, he just slid because it was a late stop sign, and he just slid to the ground and hopped up and ran back to the bag at third. This time he rounded second, and they got the ball in quickly. He realized he would be gunned down at second base, so he slid in the dirt and went back to first. To the plate, Alvaro Rondon. After Poso's leadoff single, Rondon swings, hits it the other way towards the hole, backhanding it Sanchez. He throws sidearm to second for 1, and no throw to first as Rondon beats it out. He will reach on the fielder's choice. So 6-4, the putout of Poso. Rondon reaching first, 1 out, runner on first, and J.D. Pulford to the plate. Pulford, the right-handed hitting second baseman for the Lemurs, helped turn a double play earlier in the ball game for Laredo. Hit into an infield fly rule with the bases loaded in the second with no outs in the inning. First pitch is strike, 0-1. Pulford, former member of the Diamondbacks organization, was in the American Association with the Gary South Shore Railcats. So we'll see his former team on our next road trip. I'm sure it'll be interesting for him to go back to Gary and play in that ballpark, where he hasn't been since being traded to the Lemurs last year. Swing ground ball right side towards the hole. The second baseman, Bastain with it, spinning and throwing to first. Rondon will reach second, and on Rondon's way to second, he leapt up over the baseball to avoid having it hit him in the legs. So Pulford put out 4-3, 2 outs now in the inning, runner at second base for the Lemurs as Rondon moved up. Top of the order, Drew Martinez. Martinez with 1 hit in the game. He also reached on a fielder's choice in the second, 1 for 2 today. Lemurs and AirHogs tied at 1. Martinez having a conversation with home plate umpire Marty Bauer right before getting in the box. Looked like he was laughing with him. Bauer was cleaning off home plate, getting ready for the at-bat. Here comes the first pitch from Shepard, down and in for a ball, 1-0. Top of the fourth inning, 2 outs, runner on second. Infield shifted for Martinez to pull the ball. As Bastain playing more towards that right side of the infield, away from the bag at second, and the shortstop Sanchez playing near the bag at second, loosely holding Rondon on at the bag. Pitch was inside, and Martinez danced around out of the way. 2-0 the count. So Rondon getting a lead. Martinez awaiting a 2-0 pitch. Breaking towards the bag is the shortstop Sanchez, and spinning around towards second is Shepard, but he doesn't throw. Rondon dives back into second. Flags at half-staff here in the ballpark. And Amarillo. And the pitch, Martinez taking down and in for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, the count. Well, they're at half-staff for all of the things that happened this past few days. If you've been watching the news, you know about the shootings involving police officers. Not going to get into political things, but the flags are at half-staff in honor of those police officers who were shot and killed the other day. And a moment of silence as well for them. Martinez swinging at the 3-0 pitch. Hit it hard into the Lemurs bullpen. Foul. So just like they were for the Orlando nightclub shootings, they're at half-staff again. Second time this season we've had something happen. The last few weeks, actually. A month or so ago. 3-1 pitch. Martinez fouls it away. Left side. And out of play. 3-2. Full count. Martinez taking his time getting in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Runner on second, 2 outs in the inning. Lemurs trying to add a run here, get a run with 2 outs to take a lead. It's 1-1. AirHogs and Lemurs knotted up. Shepard looks back at second, delivers plateward. Martinez swings, hits one high in the air into right field. Moving back into his right is Lenahan. He'll reach up though and make the catch as he was just moving at a jog to record the out of Martinez and end the inning. Lemurs leave a runner stranded at second base here in the top of the 4th. We go on to the bottom of the inning. 1-1, Lemurs and AirHogs.
House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Nick Akins Sr., what they call him here. I guess he's got a son. First pitch to him, taken down and away for a ball, 1-0. Akins hit a home run his first time at the plate. Back in the second inning to tie the game up on a 1-1 pitch. This is a 1-0 pitch, and Akins hits it foul to the left side. He hit it hard. Count now 1-1 to him. On the mound for the Lemurs, Danny Moskovitz making another start this season. Moskovitz nods and whines. Here comes a 1-1 pitch to Akins. This time Akins doesn't swing at the 1-1 pitch, and it's up and out of the zone, 2-1. Moskovitz has had an interesting season already, as the 2-1 pitch is taken up high again. 3 balls, 1 strike to count to Akins. As far as his role in the team, I don't know what he was told when he came into the team in the preseason, but he started out in the bullpen. 3-2 pitch, inside ball 4, or 3-1 pitch, inside ball 4. Akins walks, first walk issued by Moskovitz today, but started in the bullpen. He looked really good out of the bullpen first few times out. Had a couple longer outings where he was throwing 2 or 3 innings, and he was moved to the rotation. Had some mixed results. Had a few games that he didn't get some help from his defense that he needed to have gotten that hurt him at that point in the ball game, and I think hurt him later on in the ball game too. Pitch outside to Cody Lenahan, 1-0. Lenahan 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. And then was moved back to the bullpen for a couple outings, and now back here in the rotation. And the pitch, curveball outside, 2-0. Game 1 of the series, Lenahan was 0 for 3 with a walk. Did score twice, though, and yesterday, though, just absolutely... Oh, was 1 for 3 as well. I was looking at the wrong person. I was looking down at Gallagher instead of Lenahan. Pitch fouled off. 2-1. Lenahan yesterday was 1 for 3 with a sac fly, an RBI because of the sac fly, and he also scored a run. Grounded into a double play, too. Runner on first. No outs in the inning. Bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 1. Moskowitz glances at first as he comes set on the hill. And the 2-1 pitch outside. 3 balls and a strike. So Moskowitz goes 3-1 against the first 2 hitters here in the 4th inning, Aikens and Lenahan. Aikens over at first base walked. We'll see what Moskowitz does here with the 3-1 pitch to Lenahan. Throw to first, bounce to Poso, and Poso picked it out of the dirt. Nice play there by the Lemurs first baseman. These two teams, they played some pretty close games this year. A couple of games that weren't as close as well. The pitch, swing, and a fly ball in the air to deep left. Running back is Morrison. He'll pull up, and that ball is out of here. A 2-run home run for Cody Lenahan. He goes the opposite way, and it's now a 3-1 ball game. Lemurs trailing the AirHogs. Two-run home run, 3-1 now the score. Cody Lenahan driving that ball out of here. Now Chavez having a conversation on the mound with Moskowitz. For Lenahan, that'll be his 4th home run of the season. Mike Miller to the plate, not to be confused with the one who plays in the NBA. That's a different one. First pitch, Miller taking high for a ball, 1-0. Action in the Lemurs bullpen. Looks like Luis Puertorena is throwing in it. The lefty, 1-0 pitch, swinging a high fly ball in the air to deep left, but it's foul. Had the distance, but too far foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Miller. The pitch, swing and a foul back to the screen. Count 1-2. Still no outs in the inning. After the first 2 batters, 1 walked and then another home run. This is the 3rd batter of the inning. On deck, Austin Gallagher. The 1-2 pitch, low in the dirt, picked out by Chavez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count here. Top of the 4th. Lemurs down by a pair of runs now. The pitch to Miller going to take down and away again. 3-2, full count. As Puertorena still throwing. There in the Lemurs bullpen, the side-arming left-hander. Moskowitz nods, whines, payoff pitch, swing, pop up, foul, right side, behind the plate. Then he'll get out of play. Bam made a nice grab. It hit off a either a seat, I think it hit a seat or a stair, and then it bounced forward off of the backstop, the back of the backstop. Fan stood up and caught it off the rebound. Count still full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one on, no one out. Top of the 4th, or bottom of the 4th. Moskowitz fires, and that ball hit in the air into left center. Moving over to his right is the center fielder, Drew Martinez. He makes the catch, and there's one away. And now Pete Caviglia is going to make a walk to the pitcher's mound, and he will point to the first base umpire, Asa Howard, and say, hey, I want a new pitcher. So we'll go to the bullpen here in the 4th inning with 1 out. Lemurs trailing by a score of 3-1. New pitcher in the ballgame, Luis Podarena. We'll have his numbers for you here in a few moments when we come back. Again, 3-1 your score. Bottom of the 4th, Lemurs trailing the AirHogs.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Lemurs. Left-hander, number 12, Luis Podarena.
Luis Podarena on the hill for the Lemurs. Podarena just rejoined the team the other day. Former member of the Rangers organization. Podarena this season, he's appeared in 3 games for the Lemurs. Is 1-0 with an ERA of a 4.90. 3 2/3 innings pitched so far. 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, no walks for Podarena. First pitch is grounded hard towards the middle, but it's right at the shortstop, Rondon. And the batter, Gallagher, tries to avoid the tag as the throw was a little bit offline. The tag by Poso, though, applied. And there's 2 outs now in the inning. Podarena started the year in Mexico. Was released a couple weeks ago. Ended up back with the Lemurs here. Last year was 5-4 with an ERA of 3.89. Made 11 starts, 36 appearances overall, so 25 bullpen outings for Podarena last year. Luis Bird to the plate with 2 outs and no one on. And it looked like Rondon may have bobbled the ball, and I can see him when he fielded it, or now after having fielded it, pitch outside 1-0. He keeps shaking that right hand of his. So the ball may have actually hit his hand and not his glove. That can hurt. Pitch called a strike, 1-1. And that ball was hit hard on the ground, so it took a little hop, an unexpected hop that Rondon didn't see, and it hit his hand. 1-1 pitch, curveball to Bird. He whiffs. 1-2. So the day is done for starting pitcher Danny Moskowitz. I'll give you his final line. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Moskowitz, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 2-2 the count to Bird. Podarena shakes off a sign. Now he comes set and fires the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip off the catcher, Chavez, and into the dirt. Couldn't quite handle the ball. Count stays even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Poyoreno, he throws from the stretch. He has 1 foot on the rubber. The other foot he has pointed at home plate, so like almost an open stance of sorts. Then he comes set and closes it off. Swing, ground ball, right side. Pulfer's going to dive for it in the hole, but he can't get there. Goes into right. And it's a 2-out single for Leon Bird. Bird's first hit of the game. He had previously grounded out to the first baseman, Jesus Poso, in his first at-bat. So runner at first, top of the order, Michael Herr. Herr today 1 for 2. See how long Poyoreno goes today. Coming in here in the 4th inning. Throw over to first, the lefty with the move. Back in time standing, though, is Bird. Nice little crafty move there by Poyoreno. He'll fire plateward. Spit inside to the batter, Michael Herr. Herr singled in the 3rd, was stranded at third base, though, that inning, as the AirHogs ended up getting runners on 1st and 3rd, but couldn't bring anyone in. Right now, the score is 3-1. Pitch just a bit low on the inside corner for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Herr. Herr at the plate for the 3rd time in 4 innings today. Poyoreno sets, looks over at first. Now he's going to throw over there. Bird back standing. Poyoreno not very tall as he fires the 2-0 pitch just inside on the off-speed stuff. As he stands 5'8", 170 pounds. Bird, a lead at first base, not off by much. 3-0 pitch on the outside corner, called a strike. Herr took a little half step towards first base, but I think he knew it was a strike. 3-1 now the count to Michael Herr. And the pitch, swing, and a high fly ball in the air to left field towards the warning track. Leaping up is Morrison. He makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. I don't think Bird realized there was 2 outs in the inning. He was running back to the bag at first base after the flyout. We go on to the top of the 5th. Lemurs trailing now after the 2 runs scored here in the 4th inning for the AirHogs, and a 2-run home run off the bat of Cody Lenahan. 3-1 the score. Lemurs trailing the AirHogs.
Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to...
Cesar Valera leads off the inning for the Lemurs here in the top of the fifth. Laredo trailing 3-1 to Texas. AirHogs with a 2-run home run in the fourth inning off the bat of Cody Lenahan, not Austin Gallagher. Gallagher hit one yesterday. Pitch to Valera down and away for a ball. 1-0. Valera today 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Matt Shepard, the starter, still in the ball game for the AirHogs. Valera swings, hits one high in the air to left center. Running back as that ball's carrying a bit. Just in front of the warning track, reaching up and stretching as high as he can is Michael Herr. He makes the catch. One away here in the fifth. Ball had some carry to it. A little more than Herr expected there at the last second. And Ty Morrison to the plate. Morrison today 0 for 1. Lined out to the first baseman, and boy, that line out could have changed this ball game completely. As there was the bases loaded with 2 outs, he hit it hard, but it was right at the first baseman, Rodriguez. First pitch right now outside for a ball. Had he hit it more towards the line, probably falls in for a hit. And it rolls a long way, and Lemurs score probably 3 runs on that hit. But instead it was too close to the first baseman. He made the catch, and the inning was ended. After the pitch outside, Shepard delivers a strike to Morrison, 1-1. Coaching first base this inning, it's Abel Nieves. There's a swing and a miss. Count 1-2. Morrison with a big hack there at the plate. Well, fans have been heckling the Lemurs players all game long. 1-2 pitch behind Morrison. It actually hits off the cement wall behind home plate. So behind home plate, you have a cement wall or a brick wall, and then above the wall, it's only, we got 5 bricks high, but they're big bricks. They're more like cinder blocks, but they're red. So 5 cinder blocks high, and then the screen. Well, it hit off the cinder blocks, then bounced all the way back onto the field of play. Count 2-2. The pitch to Morrison. Swing and a line drive into right center. That's going to fall for a hit, and taking a few leaping bounds. Morrison's trying to stretch it into a double. The throw to second is actually cut off, and Morrison has himself a double here with 1 out in the inning. Nice work by Morrison there. Get himself a double. One out, runner on second. Dennis Phipps to the plate for the Lemurs. Phipps today 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Cleanup hitter in the Lemurs order. Could use a big hit by the cleanup hitter right here, as the Lemurs trail 3-1 to the AirHogs. Morrison a lead at second base. The pitch from Shepard. Phipps swings and hits it high in the air into left center. Making the catch down by his knees is the center fielder Michael Herr, as he took a circuitous route to the ball, but did manage to make the catch for out number 2. Lemurs hit the ball hard this inning. Deep fly out by Valera to center field, and then that ball was hit pretty hard by Phipps, just placed it too close to her. And then Morrison had that double. Leandro Castro to the plate. Castro today 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's the DH today for the Lemurs. Last time up, grounded out to the shortstop. Here comes the pitch. Castro with a swing and a miss, 0-1. Castro digging in, right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher Shepard. Lemurs trying to get this game tied back up again. There's a called strike on the inside corner, 0-2. Castro could do that with one swing of the bat here as they trail 3-1. That would even get it to be a one-run game with Morrison at second base. Single could drive him in. 0-2 though the count here to Castro. Shepard towing the right side, or the third base side of the rubber, fires well outside for ball one, 1-2. Morrison, hands on his knees, inching off over there at second base after getting a lead. Castro swings and fouls it up back over the screen. Count still 1-2. Waiting on deck should Castro reach Zane Chavez. Another 1-2 pitch. Castro is going to take outside. Thought about it for a half second. Or less, because it doesn't really even take a half second to get to the plate. And the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castro. Yesterday, Castro had a double and a single, 2 for 5 in the ball game. He hit a home run in game 1 of this series. 2-2 pitch. Castro swings, grounds it towards third. It's grabbed by Bird. He'll tap the glove, throw to first. On the money. Inning over. Lemurs strand the runner at second after Ty Morrison's one-out double. We go on to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1. Lemurs trailing the AirHogs.
Imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing
Bottom of the 5th, to the plate, Juan Sanchez against reliever Luis Porterena. First pitch, called a strike, 0-1. Porterena throwing from the windup here with no one on. He entered the ball game last inning out of the pen. There's a swing and a liner towards the third baseman, Valera. He reaches for it and makes the catch. They're down the line at third. Great play by Valera, 1 out in the inning. Valera flashing the leather there at third base. And Brian Bistain to the plate. Bistain 0 for 2 today. He reached on an error and has flown out to center. Bottom of the 5th inning, Lemurs trailing 3-1 to the AirHogs. AirHogs' 3 runs have all come via the home run. Porterena with the pitch to Bistain, taking inside and low, ball 1. And all 3 runs are against Lemurs starter Danny Moskovitz, who exited the ball game with 1 out in the 4th. 1-0 pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes. You got a solo home run by Nick Akins in the second inning, and then a 2-run home run in the fourth by Cody Lenahan. Driving in Akins. There's a swing ground ball right side, grabbed chest high or belly high by Pulver at second, throwing to first, just getting Bistain by a half step. 2 outs in the inning. Bistain now 0 for 3. Ball took a pretty high hop there, or fielded right around the midsection by Pulver. Looked like he got it in the palm of his glove there. And Devin Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez 0 for 2 today, 2 ground outs to short. Although the shortstop, Rondon, not playing where a shortstop normally plays. Rondon playing to the right of the bag at second. Pitch to Rodriguez, taken for a strike, 0-1. So Poderena got 2 outs on just 3 pitches. That was his 4th pitch of the inning. Here comes pitch number 5. Rodriguez taking inside, 1-1. Last inning, Poderena gave up a 2-out single to Leon Bird. He winds in the 1-1 inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, left-handed batter, playing first base. And the 2-1 pitch, swing and a fly ball in the air, left center. Morrison's calling for it. He'll make the catch, coming to a stop out there in the middle of left center. And there's a 3-up, 3 down, bottom of the 5th. Quick inning of work for Luis Poderena. Here in the 5th inning, we go on to the 6th. Lemurs trailing by 2, 3-1 to the AirHogs.
Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Zane Chavez leads off the top of the 6th for the Lemurs, as it's still starter Matt Shepard. First pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 to Chavez, who today is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He scored the lone run of the game for the Lemurs. He walked in the second to lead off the inning. Pitch on the outside corner, called a strike, 1-1. Ended up being driven in on a fielder's choice by Drew Martinez. Pitch taken, outside corner, called a strike again in the count. Now 1-2. Chavez, a former member of the Orioles organization, played at Bowie and Frederick. Pitch swing, ground ball towards the middle, left side of the bag at second. Sanchez sidearms to first, and there's out number 1. Sanchez almost summer rains it when he throws the ball with his sidearm sling. It's almost how Luis Potorena, the Lemurs left-hander, out on the mound in relief for Laredo, pitches. That's how Sanchez throws it, although Sanchez right-handed instead of left-handed like Potorena. Jesus Poso, 2 for 2 in the game. A couple of singles to the plate. First pitch taken for a strike. 0-1. Poso having a nice game right here today. He's been working the count each time. On the 0-1 pitch. Taking on the inside corner off speed stuff, and the count now 0-2. Alvaro Rondon rates on deck with one out here and no one on. Matt Shepard winds, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing by Poso, fouls it back to the screen. Shepard in the Padres organization, total of 18-18 record. As he fires plateward, swing and a miss by Poso. 2 outs in the inning. As Poso strikes out swinging. He pitched in 144 games in 4 years. Started 34 of those games. Was a starter, or started most of those games his last year in 2015 with Lake Elsinore. 20 starts, 34 appearances. Prior to that, he had a total of 14 starts in 3 years. He had an earned run average of 4.77, and his last year at Lake Elsinore, 5.90 with a 4.11 record there in 2015. Rondon grounds one to the left side of second base where Sanchez is waiting for it, and again, sidearms to first. And a 3-up, 3-down inning for Matt Shepard here in the top of the 6th. We go on to the bottom of the inning. Lemurs trailing 3-1 to the AirHogs.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Nick Akins leads off the inning for the Texas AirHogs. Akins led off the second inning with a solo home run and led off the fourth inning with a walk. First pitch from Potorena to Akins, down and away. 1-0. Those are Akins' 2 at-bats today, or plate appearances. 1 for 1 with a home run and a walk. 2 runs scored, and 1 run batted in. 1-0 pitch low. And the count now 2-0. Akins going to swing and miss. That pitch missing, and the count 2-1, taking a big cut there. Akins, 28 years old. Started the year in the Atlantic League. 7 games with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Pitched down away 3-1, where he hit 150 with a total of no home runs and no runs batted in. He had Just 3 hits, 3 for 20 in 7 games with the Blue Crabs. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count to Akins. Poitorena, the lefty, peers over the glove, winds, and the 3-1 pitch, swing and a pop-up foul out of play.
That's another quick black car wash. Foul.
Aiken's going to go use some pine tar on his bat handle there, get a better grip. As he now has a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As he leads off the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Lemurs trailing 3-1. Poitorena with the wind and fire. Payoff pitch, swing and a fly ball in the air, right center. Running back is Phipps. He will reach up, make the catch in the gap. Out number 1. Cody Lenahan next to the dish. 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run in the ball game today. He homered in his last at-bat back in the 4th inning. Lenahan, the lefty, against the lefty Poitorena. Poitorena with the pitch, just a bit too far inside. 1-0. Poitorena, graduate of, or he actually hasn't graduated yet. Pitch called a strike. But he went to Mississippi State University for 3 years. Just a few credits away from actually earning his degree. 1-1 pitch, just a little bit too low. And the count 2-1. It's actually the case with a lot of the players here in minor league and independent baseball. There's a swing and a pop-up into shallow right. Just a few steps onto the grass is Pulfer, the second baseman. He makes the catch. And there's now 2 away, but that's the case for a lot of guys. They play college ball, and well, when you're playing college baseball, I'm sure it takes up, I did not play college baseball, but I know there's a lot of practices, a lot of games. You can't necessarily have a full course load all the time. I'm sure a lot of them load up in the fall. Maybe take a couple summer classes. Pitch called a strike. Mike Miller 1 for 2 at the plate, but during the spring, I'm sure a lot of guys taking fewer classes, pitch low, just because of time constraints. And then after 4 years or 3 years in school, once their eligibility is run out or they get drafted, swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count. If a guy gets drafted and he signs, well, obviously he wasn't there. If he got drafted early, then he wouldn't have finished. But even after 4 years, guys, a lot of people in general take 5 years to graduate college. Pitch low for ball 2, 2-2. So if you're on a 5-year path or something like that, then once your eligibility runs up after 4 years, you go on and play pro ball. Well, you still haven't finished. 2-2 pitch on the inside corner. Called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down inning for Poitorena. Back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings for him. We go to the top of the 7th. Lemurs trailing 3-1 to the AirHogs.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you.
J.D. Pulver leads off the inning for the Lemurs. Laredo's second baseman digging into the box. It's still starter Matt Shepard on the hill for the AirHogs. He'll wind and fire the pitch to Pulver, who's at the plate for the 3rd time tonight. Pulver batting in the 9 spot for the Lemurs. 0 for 2 today. Popped up into an infield fly and then grounded out. 1-0 the count here to him. So Pulver, Martinez, Valera due up at the plate this inning. The pitch Pulver taking outside corner, a called strike. 1-1. Pulver taps the plate. He's ready to go, and the pitch from Shepard. Taken outside, but it's on the corner. 1-2 now the count. Martinez waiting for his turn to the plate. Sun's still out here at just after 8 o'clock in Amarillo. Pitch check swing and a grounder off the fence in front of the first base dugout. Foul, the count still 1-2. But it is setting behind the third base line, behind the seats in the dugout there on the third base side, casting some shadows now on the field. 1-2 pitch. Pulver swings, grounds it hard down the third baseline. It's fair. Diving was Bird. He couldn't get it, and it'll roll against the bullpen of the AirHogs. I guess it somehow missed their bullpen. Their bullpen is out of play, or at least it used to be. It's a double for Pulver here to lead off the inning. Nice work by J.D. Pulver. One nice 2-strike approach there, getting a ground ball down the third baseline. Lemurs now at the tying run at second base at the plate, and Drew Martinez. Martinez today 1 for 3 with an RBI. Led off the ball game with a single. First pitch, Martinez taking for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Lefty batter, righty pitcher. See if the Lemurs can get to Shepard here this inning as they go through now. This is the 4th time Martinez has come to the plate. There's another called strike, 0-2. No one throwing in the AirHogs bullpen. There is some warming up or some stretching, though, going on, but no one actually pitching. 0-2 the count to Martinez. The pitch inside, it goes into the dirt and to the backstop. Wild pitch. Pulver is going to move up to third base. Count 1-2. So now a runner at third, no outs, 1-2 the count to Martinez. Now a medium depth fly ball can drive a run in. Pulver lead off at third. Shepard 1-2 the count to Martinez. The pitch, swing and grounder into the first base dugout. Look out, Lemurs. Jimmy Norris jumping up out of the way. That ball coming right for him. Martinez yanked it foul. Count still 1-2 to him. 1-2 is the count to Pulfer when he hit the ball down the third baseline. Maybe some more two-strike hitting magic for the Lemurs here with Martinez. The pitch, swinging a bouncer up the middle. That ball will get through into center. It's a single and an RBI as Pulfer comes home. Lemurs trail by a run now, 3-2, with a runner at first base and still no outs in the inning. Martinez reaching first. Cesar Valera to the plate, Lemurs third baseman. Today, Valera 0 for 2 with a walk. Still no activity in the AirHogs pen here in the 7th inning. With no outs, runner on first. 2 hits already, a double and a single on the inning for the Lemurs, and Valera going to take the first pitch high for ball 1. Shepard from the stretch. Martinez getting a lead at first. The pitch to Valera on the outside corner, 1-1. Martinez a lead off at first base. An excellent base stealer. See if he tries to go here. He does not. He fake steals, and there's a line drive into right field. Base hit. Martinez moves up to first, and Valera has his first hit of the game. 3 straight hits for the Lemurs. They have runners on first and second with no outs, and Ty Morrison to the plate. And the catcher, Michael Miller, going to make a mound visit. And now there is some activity in the AirHogs bullpen. After the first 3 batters, Pulfer, Martinez, Valera all get base hits. Pulfer's a double, Martinez and Valera each singles. With Ty Morrison at the plate, who already has a double today, is 1 for 2. He's actually hit the ball really well. He's walked in his first plate appearance. He lined out hard to the first baseman in the 2nd inning. And then he hit a double in the 5th inning in his 3rd at-bat, or 3rd plate appearance. First pitch to Morrison, swing and a miss. Actually just got a piece of it back into the glove of the catcher, 0-1. Lemurs down by a run, 3-2. Here in the top of the 7th. Tying run standing at second, go-ahead run standing at first. Lemurs haven't had a lead since they won in the first game of this series. This game number 3, as the AirHogs last night jumped out to a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 2nd and never looked back. Pitch to Morrison on the outside corner, pitch called a strike. 0-2. 2 of the 3 hits this inning for the Lemurs have come with 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch to Martinez and a 1-2 pitch to Pulfer. And Morrison here with an 0-2 count on him. And the pitch. Morrison swings, hits one high in the air to deep right. Running back is Lenahan, and that ball will hit off the wall. It's going to be at least 1 run scoring, and the runner from first will stop. That's Valera at 3rd base. RBI double for Ty Morrison, and this ball game is tied at 3. Big hit for Morrison there, as Valera goes first to 3rd, was held up there, and now James Frisbee going to come out of the dugout. We'll see if there's a pitching change or not. As the Lemurs have 4 straight hits to start the inning, 2 doubles, 2 singles, and 3 of them have been with 2 strikes, as there will be a pitching change. Day is done for Matt Shepard. I'll tell you who the new pitcher is here in a moment when we come back. Lemurs have tied things up 3-3 here in the top of the 7th with the AirHogs.
Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before.
Dennis Phipps to the plate, infield in, first pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. And the catcher, Michael Miller, couldn't find it as it found the ground. New pitcher is Tyler Eyrig. Seen Eyrig a couple times now this series. From the stretch, runners on second and third, no outs. Phipps going to swing at the next pitch. Hit one high in the air, foul out of play. One ball, one strike, the count to Phipps. Eyrig, a lefty, delivering. Phipps swings and lines one into center. That ball's going to fall for a hit. And a high bounce. Herr's going to have to leap up, and that's going to allow Morrison to come around to score from second. After Valera already scored from third, a two-run RBI single. The Lemurs have the lead. They're up 5-3 over the AirHogs. Nice work by Phipps to drive in 2 runs there with 2 men on. And no outs. Now 1 on and no outs for Leandro Castro. Had that ball not taken such a high hop on her, Morrison may have stopped at second, or there may have at least been a play at the plate, but it took a high hop and her had to leap up and just barely was able to snag it. Phipps off and moving as throwing from the windup was the pitcher, Eyrig. Phipps with a stolen bag as he smartly took off for second. Eyrig was, for some reason, throwing from the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch outside. Count now 2-0 to Castro. Lemurs first 5 batters this inning, all have hits. 3 of them singles, 2 of them doubles. 4 runs have already scored. They lead 5-3. And the pitch up high, 3-0. Sorry, 2-1. I guess the first pitch was a strike. I thought it was a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Eyrig with the pitch on the inside corner, a called strike, 2-2. Eyrig this season 1-3 with a 3.15 ERA, 20 appearances, all out of the bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count here. And the lefty delivers plateward. Castro swings, rounds it foul. Still 2-2. Eyrig last pitched yesterday. Gave up a run on 2 hits. It was earned in 1 inning of work. Last night. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count to Castro. He swings and hits one in the air to deep left. That ball is going to fall for a hit and bounce to the wall. Phipps is rounding third. He's headed home. He'll score. Castro now is going to chug for 3 as the throw went to second base. He slides into third safely. See how that's ruled, as the throw went to second instead of to third, and Castro is well to second base, so he took off for third base. Lemurs add another run, 6-3. Still no outs in the inning. This inning eerily similar to the inning the Lemurs had in the 9th inning back on July 2nd. Infield in, Zane Chavez at the plate, pitch outside. AirHogs just can't get an out right now. First 6 batters of the inning all have hits. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Miller. They did give Castro a triple. There's so many weird rules as to what's an error when it comes to throwing to a wrong bag. I've read it a few times, or read over it, as it didn't apply to the rule I was looking up. And that's a swing and a high fly ball into deep right center, and no one's going to get to it. It's going to fall and roll to the wall. 1 run will score as Castro comes jogging on in, taking his time, touching home. It's a double for Chavez. And the first 7 batters of the inning with hits. Where was this last night? That's my question. Jesus Poso to the plate. And Poso today 2 for 3. Lefty pitcher, righty hitter. Poso's going to take first pitch just a bit inside, 1-0. Lemurs now leading 7-3. Big inning for Laredo, and they have it still going. The pitch, Poso taking low, 2-0. The fans who have been heckling the Lemurs hitters have now gone strangely silent. Well, and I could see the one fan who is the main instigator, and he's not sitting in the same spot. He may have actually left. Pitch outside. 3 balls. No strikes. Eyrig with the 3-0. Poso taking all the way on the inside corner. Called to strike 3-1. Waiting on deck, Alvaro Rondon. Rondon will be the 9th batter to come to the plate once he digs in. Eyrig firing. 3-1 pitch, swing and a high fly ball in the air deep left. That ball is going to hit off the wall. It will be extra bases for Poso as he's headed to second. Throw will come in late. He slides in with an RBI double, 8-3. Lemurs lead. The first 8 batters to the plate this inning with hits. Those hits, you have 4 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 singles. Eight hits. And there will be a pitching change. Eyrig's day is done. He does not record an out. And we go to the bullpen once more. We'll be back with your new pitcher here in a few moments. On the Lemurs Broadcast Network, Laredo leading 8-3 over Texas.
For 19-19.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second date.
Alvaro Rondon leads off leads off. He comes to the plate. Cody Culp, first new pitcher in the ball game. First pitch called strike to Rondon. Rondon batting. From the left side against the righty Culp. On the first pitch, swing and a foul away, left side out of play. Lemurs have 8 batters come to the plate so far this inning, and all 8 have base hits. They've just missed a couple of home runs as well. Here comes the 0-1 pitch outside. This is the 9th batter at the plate. Rondon in search of his hit to make it 9 straight hits. The man who started off the hit parade, J.D. Pulfer's on deck. He started the inning off with a double. Lemurs up 8-3. The pitch from Culp. Swinging a one hopper to the right side. It's just barely grabbed by Bastain. He'll spin and throw to first for the out. And Rondon takes his helmet off in frustration, ending the hit streak. Lemurs had 8 straight batters get base hits, and Rondon ends it. Just missing that hole on the right side. He almost had it. Bastain just managed to reach out and grab it. Back to the 9th batter in the order, the man who started off the inning, J.D. Pulfer. One out, runner on third as Poso moved it to third base on the ground out. Cody Culp with the pitch. Taken on the outside, or just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Culp 5'11", 185. Pitched at Hawaii, the University of Hawaii. 1-1 the counter Pulfer took there. His one outing, that was in that 15-6 ball game the Lemurs won in game 1 of this series. He threw 2 shutout innings, gave up a hit, and struck out 3 batters. Culp, a side-arming right-hander, delivers plateward, swinging a foul up over the screen out of play. 1-2 the count now to Pulfer. Pulfer taking his time, digging in the box as he's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's 1 for 3 today. That hit earlier this inning in the top of the 7th. Pitch will come inside and somehow just miss hitting him. 2-2. Culp a little wild with that pitch. Posto still at third base. Getting a lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count here to Pulfer. Martinez on deck. Pulfer swinging a foul tip back into the glove. There's strike 3. Out number 2 of the inning. So for Culp, 2 up, 2 down. Drew Martinez to the plate. Martinez, left-handed hitter against the righty pitcher. Martinez today, 2 for 4. 2 RBIs, 1 run scored. Both his hits singles. He'll swing at the first pitch, inside out it, into left center. Coming in and to his left is Gallagher. He'll make the play, and that'll end the inning. So Culp comes in. He gets his first 3 batters. He faces out, but the damage was done before he even got into the ball game. And a total of 7 runs scored for the Lemurs. They lead 8-3 as we go on to the 7th inning stretch here in Amarillo.
Wedding bells and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer. And you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
New pitcher in the game for the Lemurs, it's Luis De La Cruz, the right-hander. He'll be facing Austin Gallagher, Leon Bird, and Michael Herr, the 8-9-1 hitters, here in the bottom of the 7th for the AirHogs. First pitch from De La Cruz, taken by Gallagher for a called strike, 0-1. Lemurs plated 7 runs on 8 hits last inning. As the first 8 batters to the plate all got hits there in that inning. So Luis Porterena's day is done. There's a swing and a pop-up on the infield, left side, moving to his right, and now back into shallow left is Valera, the third baseman. He'll make the catch. 1 away. Leon Bird 1 for 2 in the ball game. Next up, so big 7th inning for the Lemurs. Back to the offensive ways that we're used to seeing whenever they played the AirHogs. Last night, just 4 runs scored in the whole game. Pitch outside. Prior to that game, the last 4 times they had played the AirHogs, they had scored 45 runs combined. So I guess still in the last 5 games, not including today, 49 runs in 5 games. Just barely under 10 runs a game. There's a swing and a grounder down the first baseline, and they're going to call it foul. Ball rolls into the bullpen. Fans unhappy. First base coach Juice Gums unhappy with the call as well. It looked like the ball, I can't actually see first base, but it took a weird hop. I actually thought it might have hit first base. It went over the umpire's head, who I think is in fair territory. So, as he had to duck out of the way, he was ducking under it. The call goes in the Lemurs' favor, so I'm not complaining. I think the AirHogs have a legitimate gripe with this one. Well, look at the umpire. He's now standing just to the left of the foul line down the first base line, so in foul territory, but not by much. Pitch to Bird, down and in. Count 2-1. One out, no one on. De La Cruz delivers inside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bird. De La Cruz, 6'6", 225 pounds this season. 1-1 with a 3.37 earned run average in 20 appearances. Bird will swing at the 2-1 or 3-1 pitch, pop it up behind the plate. Chavez will give chase, but it will get out of play. Over the backstop, and the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, no one on. Bottom of the 7th, Lemurs leading by a score of 8-3 over the AirHogs. De La Cruz last pitched 2 days ago in Game 1 of this series. He threw an inning, gave up a hit, and had a strikeout. Faced 4 batters in that 15-6 Lemurs victory. De La Cruz kicks and fires. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a one-hopper to the right side of the infield. Diving his pull for to his right. He can't come up with it, though, and it goes into right center. Bird's second hit of the ball game. Now 2 for 3. We'll bring the top of the order, Michael Hurd to the plate. Hurd today 1 for 3, singled in the 3rd. Runner on first base. Sun's still up here in the ballpark. Probably won't get too much darkness tonight with the game already bottom of 7th. Maybe the 9th inning it'll be dark. Maybe. Pitch to her, taken outside, 1-0. Tomorrow, game number 50 of the season. So we get to the halfway point tomorrow. And I'm going to try to get an interview with Pete, Lemurs manager, Pete Incaviglia, after game 50. Well, before game 51. But with us getting home on Monday, that could be tricky. So we'll see. It might be after the first game of that series when we get home. But try and get an interview with Pete and post that online and probably play it for the pregame show. See what his thoughts are on the team through the halfway point of the season. Looks like right now the team in the halfway point of the season will be in the lead for the wild card. And just a few games out of first in the division. The pitch swinging a foul off the catcher's mask. Chavez back to the screen. Count 2-1. Final line for Port Arena. 2 2/3 innings pitched, just 1 hit and 1 strikeout. He was excellent today in relief, coming in for Danny Moskovitz. And the home plate umpire having to go retrieve that foul ball. I don't know where the bat boys went, as it was behind home plate. Count 2-1 to Michael Hurd. De La Cruz standing tall on the mound. comes to a set. And the pitch to her, swinging a foul off the screen. Count 2-2. Here in the bottom of the 7th, let's take a look at the American Association scoreboard. Everyone should be in action now. A couple of games where 7:05 starts and a bunch of 6:05 starts. Already a final. Wow, 2 hours and 32 minutes. They started at 6:01 in Fargo. Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks falling to the St. Paul Saints by a score of 3-1. So just one final in the books. Wingnuts again in a close one, the Gary South Shore Railcats. There's a swing and a ball hit through the right side of the infield into right. And her with his second hit of the game. Runners on first and second, and Ben Moore is going to make a mound visit, Lemurs pitching coach. De La Cruz is fiddling with something out there on the mound. Moore already heading back to the dugout. He only went out there and said a couple of words. Looks like De La Cruz is having some issues with his necklaces, maybe, or necklace. There around his neck. Looks like he's trying to adjust that. There is some activity in the Lemurs bullpen. Left-hander Harold Guerrero throwing down there. Starting to get warm. Juan Sanchez, 1 out, runners on first and second for the AirHogs to the plate. Elsewhere in the league, bottom of the 7th in Sioux Falls, Canaries trailing the Winnipeg Goldeyes 6-0. First pitch to Sanchez, swing and a miss, 0-1. Kansas City T-Bones, top of the 6th in KC, trailing the Sioux City Explorers 2-0. And over in Joplin, the Blasters, they're just underway, bottom of the 1st. Joplin Blasters already trailing Lincoln Salt Dogs 5-0. Lincoln with 5 runs in the top of the 1st inning in that ball game. Pitch swinging a foul away right side out of play. And I know you all want to know the Gary Wichita score. Bottom of the 7th in Gary, the Gary South Shore Railcats leading 4-3 over the Wingnuts. But Gary's had a lead in the 6th or 7th inning in both ball games of this series against the Wingnuts, and the Wingnuts have come back to win both times. There's a pitch in the dirt, blocked by Chavez. I think the count's now 1-2. Lost track while reading these scoreboards off. Yes, there it is, 1-2. And the pitch from De La Cruz. Swinging a foul to the right side towards the Lemurs dugout. It'll spin and roll into it. Count still a ball and 2 strikes. Lincoln Salt Dogs have an interesting schedule right now. They were in Amarillo. They're now in Joplin. They don't come to us in Laredo until after the next series. They go home for 3 days. So they do what we just did. They have a 3-game homestand. Here comes the pitch. Sanchez taking high, 2-2. We had a 3-game homestand right there around the 4th of July. And they're about to have a 3-game homestand right now after this 4-game series that they have in Joplin. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. De La Cruz, his first strikeout of the inning, and there's out number 2. But then they go on the road. So they go, Lincoln goes on the road here to Amarillo for 4 games. 4 games in Joplin, so an 8-game road trip. Home for 3 games. On the road to Laredo for 3 games, then back home for 3 games, and then on the road again for another road trip. Which called a strike to Brian Bastain, 0-1. That's brutal. And that last road trip there is just a 6-gamer, so it's a normal one, and then back home for another 6-game homestand. That's a lot of 3-3, 4-4, back and forth. 0-1 pitch to Mustaine, swing ground ball towards third, shallow, charging in is Valera, throwing on the run to first, and it's in time to get Mustaine. 5-3 the put out. That'll win the inning. AirHogs strand 2 runners, and we go on to the top of the 8th. Lemurs leading by a score of 8-3 over the AirHogs.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ty Morrison leads off the inning. He takes strike 1. 0-1. Oh, sorry, Cesar Valera. Oh, I thought that was Ty Morrison. He's on deck. Must have seen Ty out of the corner of my eye or something. Pitch inside for a ball. Ty's a left-hander, too, and Valera's in the right-handed box. Losing my mind up here. 1-1, the count to Valera, who today is 1 for 3 in the ball game with a walk, a run scored. Pitch high, 2-1. I do believe that's still Cody Culp out there on the mound. The side-arming right-hander, it is. Swinging a foul away right side. Culp came in last inning after 7 runs had scored on 8 hits and retired the next 3 batters. So for him, it was 3 up, 3 down. But 11 batters came to the plate for the Lemurs in the 7th. And they put up 7 runs and lead now 8-3 here in the top of the 8th. Culp firing the 2-2 pitch up and away. And the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cesar Valera. Payoff pitch. Valera waves at it. Tried to hold up, but he couldn't. Chasing it down and away. There's strike 3. And now Ty Morrison comes to the plate. Morrison today 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, an RBI, a run scored, a walk. And really, he was just a matter of, a couple feet, but just redirecting his hit that he had smashed to the first baseman away from having a 3 for 3 day with a lot of RBIs. First pitch outside, 1-0. Pitch from Culp taken down the middle, 1 ball, 1 strike. Been impressed with Culp so far this season. He threw 2 shutout innings in his first game against the Lemurs, and so far right now, throwing some shutout innings here. There's a swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Of course, when it's come in, it has been in very low-pressure situations. But Culp, right out of college, the University of Hawaii, where he pitched for a couple years. Morrison awaits. There's a swing and a foul. Back to the screen. Count still 1-2. So the AirHogs may have found someone who they can rely on here out of the bullpen in Culp. They've had issues in the bullpen this season. The pitch, swing, and a ground ball towards the shortstop. Sanchez fielding it high, throwing less sidearm, more three-quarters that time towards first, and he gets Morrison 2 up, 2 down. Culp, 5 straight retired for him here to start off his outing today. And again, like I said, not really a high-pressure situation as Lemurs already are up by 5 here in the later innings of the ball game. And Dennis Phipps to the plate, Lemurs right fielder, 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Swings the first pitch, hits it high in the air to deep left center. He watched it for a second. That ball's going to go and fall at the wall. It'll hit off the wall and then roll into the field where Herr will have to chase it, and Phipps has himself a 2-out double. Phipps just missed hitting that ball out of here. It hit the very bottom of the wall. And now Leandro Castro to the plate. There you go, Cody Culp. Streak done. 5 straight retired. And then gives up the deep double to Dennis Phipps. Phipps' second hit of the game. And Leandro Castro to the plate. 1 for 4 in the ball game. A guy like Phipps and Castro at this point in the game, they've only got 1 or 2 things on their mind, and that's hitting the ball as far as they can. Culp from the stretch. Phipps getting a lead. Lemurs up 8-3. The pitch, Castro's going to swing at it, pop it up in the shallow center. Coming in is Herr. At a jog, will make the catch, ending the inning. So a 2-out double's all the Lemurs get. We go on to the bottom of the 8th. Lemurs up 8-3 over the AirHogs.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeye's new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at driscollhealthplan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Devin Rodriguez leads off the inning for the AirHogs here in the bottom of the 8th. AirHogs trailing your Lemurs 8-3 here in Game 2 of this 4-game series. Sorry, it's Game 3 of a 4-game series. To the mound, it's Harold Guerrero. First pitch called a strike, 0-1 to Rodriguez. So Guerrero on the hill replacing De La Cruz. De La Cruz threw an inning, gave up a couple of hits, but no runs, and also had a strikeout in his 7th inning of work. Swinging a fly ball to left field down the line. It's slicing and will go foul. Count 1-1. So Guerrero comes in 1-0 this year with an ERA of a 6.8 or .08. 22 outings, 1 save, no starts. 23 2/3 innings pitched this season. 39 strikeouts on the year for Guerrero. He'll fire away, swing and a miss. And there's strike 3. One away, and Nick Akins to the plate. Akins the righty against Guerrero the lefty. Akins today, 1 for 2. With a home run, a walk, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. So home run, a solo home run in the 2nd. Guerrero from the stretch, firing to Akins, who'll take the off-speed stuff, a called strike. The pitch taken high. 1-1. Take a look around the affiliated ranks, see how some of the former Lemurs this season are doing, who have gotten picked up. The guys who gotten picked up this year. There's a bunch of guys who are in affiliated ball who were picked up over the last few years. There's a swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. We'll take a look at the guys who've been picked up this season. There's been 3 of them. Kyle Winkler, Travis Danker, and Matt Sergey. 1-2 pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right now, Winkler pitching at Double-A Montgomery. And actually, Winkler's been pushed up. He's now at AAA. I pulled up his bio. He hasn't pitched at AAA yet, but he has been called up to AAA. So he's with the Durham Bulls now, AAA for the Rays. But at AA in Montgomery, he was 0-1 in 10 appearances with an ERA of 1. He gave up 1 earned run in 10 outings, 9 innings pitched, 2 runs overall on 6 hits, 5 walks, and had 12 strikeouts in 9 innings pitched. He also had 5 saves. He did blow 1 save. So Winkler was pretty dominant there with the AA Montgomery Biscuits and has gotten the call up to the AAA club there in Durham, North Carolina. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 1 out, no one on. Bottom of the 8th for the AirHogs at the plate. They're trailing 8-3. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Guerrero, 2nd strikeout of the inning. 2 up, 2 down. So Winkler earning the AAA promotion here. Today, actually, as I see there, just a month short of when he got picked up. He was signed, assigned to the Biscuits on June 10th, and now July 9th. Pushed up to AAA. First pitch outside to the batter, Cody Lenahan. 1-0 the count. Lenahan 1 for 3 today with a 2-run home run, so 2 RBIs for him. Travis Danker right now, he's still at AA with Mobile, same league, Southern League, as that's a swing and a miss, 1-1, as Winkler had been. Danker right now has played in 20 games for the Bay Bears and is batting .299 with 4 home runs and 11 runs batted in. He's also walked 11 times to 9 strikeouts. 1-1 pitch inside, 2-1. So Denker hitting well for the Biscuits, or for the Bay Bears there in Mobile, as part of the Diamondbacks organization at AA. Maybe he'll get a call up to AAA. 2-1 pitch in the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. The count to Lenahan. And now let's check out Matt Sergey. Sergey with the Stockton Ports. They're in the California League, Oakland A's organization. He's only made 1 start so far. Pitch inside. There's ball 4. 2-out walk of Lenahan. But in his 1 start, Sergey was against the Lake Elsinore Storm. Sergey threw 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 home runs though, 2 solo shots, 2 runs overall, and 1 walk, struck out 6. They're in the California League, so he's did not get a decision. 0-0 with a 3.60 ERA after 1 start. Pitch high for a ball to Mike Miller. 1 for 3 in the ball game is Miller. But so Sergey, that's still a pretty solid start. His first ever appearance in affiliated baseball. So sure, he had some nervous juices running through his body. Pitch outside. 2-0. But California League ball tends to fly out in the California League. So giving up a pair of solo shots, but only 3 hits overall is pretty good. Especially for his first start. I thought he was maybe going to pitch today. He pitched on July 4th. So that would mean today would be his turn to pitch. I'll check out their game tracking system here. 2-0 the count to Miller. Pitch up high. But Sergey did not start today. Stockton is winning 10-2 though. Pitch low, ball 4. So after back-to-back strikeouts to start off the inning, Guerrero's walked back-to-back batters here in the bottom of the 8th.
Batters the Texas left fielder, Austin Gallagher.
Austin Gallagher next to the plate. In fact, tomorrow it says TBD for the Ports on their website for who's pitching. So I guess they're toying around with the rotation a bit. Pitch high to Gallagher. So just the 1 start for Sergey. It was a solid one. Wasn't phenomenal, but good. And now Ben Moore is going to make a mound visit and go out and talk to Guerrero. But obviously Winkler doing well, making it to AAA already, and Denker hitting well as well. So it's good to see the AirHogs former Lemurs playing well up there in affiliated ball. In fact, a former AirHog player from a couple years ago, a pitcher, was just traded the other day from the Red Sox. As the Red Sox, who'd they get? They got an infielder, and they traded. I'm blanking on his name now. He's really good in this league for about a month. Almost same situation as Sergey. Pitch up and in to Gallagher, 2-0. But he was having a good year in the Red Sox minor league system, but he was just traded. There's a pitch that miss, count 3-0. Oh, Aaron Hill. That's who the Red Sox acquired in exchange for Aaron Wilkerson. There's ball 4. 3 straight walks issued by Guerrero. They traded Wilkerson to the Brewers for Aaron Hill. And they got another guy, too. The Red Sox, or the Brewers did. In that deal. But Hill, or Wilkerson, sorry, was at AAA. And that AA. 8 starts at AA, 9 starts at AAA, and was 6-3 with a 2.14 ERA. 102 strikeouts and a 1.01 whip. Someone throwing in the Lemurs pen. There's a conversation between between Chavez, Guerrero, and Valera. Poso at first base was not coming over. Yeah, Aaron Wilkerson. He started out a very, very similar situation to. Now Pete's going to come out. That means a pitching change is going to happen. But a very similar situation to Sergey this year. Wilkerson never played affiliated ball. He played NAIA. Whereas Sergey was at a small D1 school, but he played NAIA, was an NAIA pitcher of the year once or twice, and put up good numbers. He had an arm injury, though, 1 year, and so he didn't get drafted. Had to start in independent baseball and got picked up after having a dominant first few starts in the American Association and in 2014. Then was assigned to a high A team in the Red Sox organization. Actually, I think he was assigned to a rookie ball team, actually, in a Red Sox organization. A little bit old for rookie ball, but put there, was slowly, steadily climbed through the ranks. He's 27 years of age now, in his third year in affiliated ball. So Pete's going to head back to the dugout. Jeff Inman coming in the ball game. Lemurs closer with bases loaded. Lemurs leading 8-3 over the AirHogs. 2 outs in the inning in the 8th. Here in the bottom half of the inning. We'll be back in a few moments with the rest of the inning as Inman's going to throw a few from the mound.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit Driscoll Health Plan.
Leon Bird at the plate, third baseman for the AirHogs. Batting from the left side against the right-hander. Jeff Inman, bases loaded. Pitch from Inman, swung on and hit in the air to left, or down the left field line, but foul out of play. Bases were loaded. All those runners, Harold Guerrero allowed on base. He walked them all after striking out the first 2 batters of the inning, walking the next 3. Lenahan at third, Miller at second, Gallagher at first. Bird, the last batter in the order for the AirHogs, swinging a miss, 0-2. Chased it in the dirt. Blocked by Chavez. Today, Bird 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Just 1 strike away from ending the inning. 8-3 the score. Inman trying to keep it there. From the stretch, Inman kicks and fires 0-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Chavez. Go up the third baseline a tad. 1-2. Fans still heckling now as they have the bases loaded. They smell blood in the water, but there are 2 outs. It's a 5-run game with the bases loaded in favor of the Lemurs. Inman with the 1-2 pitch inside. The count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count to Leon Bird as he tries to put some runs on the board here for the AirHogs in the 8th inning. Inman trying to keep him off. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, that'll end the inning. AirHogs leave the bases loaded. We go on to the 9th. Lemurs leading 8-3. Top of the 9th next. Here from Amarillo.
.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Zane Chavez leading off the inning in the 8th. Here it is Roman Madrid. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. Chavez taking inside for a ball, 1-0. Chavez awaits the 1-0 pitch. Catches the inside corner, a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Chavez here from Madrid. Chavez is not from Madrid, but Roman Madrid, the pitcher. Pitch, Chavez swings, hits it hard down the first baseline, but foul, just by about a foot. Madrid 1-0 with a 1.17 ERA. He pitched against the against the Lemurs for the AirHogs 2 days ago on July 7th. A third of an inning, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. None of them were earned, though. He did walk a batter. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Chavez goes down swinging. Out number 1 here in the top of the 9th. Madrid also pitched July 3rd against the Lemurs, giving up 2 runs, both also unearned, in an inning of work on 3 hits and 1 walk. So Madrid's allowed 5 unearned runs against the Lemurs in an inning and a third in his last 2 outings. Jesus Pozo at the plate taking a ball outside, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Pozo taking inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. So Poso, who today has 3 hits, fouls one down the left field line and out of play. 2-1. He has 2 singles and a double, an RBI as well today. Madrid with the pitch. Outside, it'll actually bounce up and over the backstop. Hitting off the ground at the plate. Took a weird angle, and then it found a little hole in the netting there at the very top. It kind of sags down a little bit, and it snuck right through there. Pitch down and away, ball 4. Poso walks on 5 pitches. It'll bring up Alvaro Rondon to the plate. Rondon Rondon today, no hits, 0 for 4. 0 for 3, actually. He reached on a sac bunt in the second and an error. 0 for 3, though. Also reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Still in search of his first hit of the game. Rondon taking high for a ball 1-0. Rondon, the only batter in the Lemurs lineup without a hit today. So you bet he's wanting a hit. Doesn't want to be the only guy without one. Pitch taken for a strike at the knees. It's like being the only kid at the birthday party to not get cake or something. 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul. Back at the plate. 1-2 now the count to the Lemurs shortstop, who's made a number of great defensive plays. So it's not like him not getting a hit today has hurt the team. In fact, his sac bunt was crucial in the game. 1-2 pitch swing and a bouncer foul. I think it hit off of the legs of Rondon. Count still 1-2, but he's had a couple of great defensive plays there at shortstop here today. Diving catch, turning a couple of nice double plays there with J.D. Pulfer. So definitely made his presence felt on the defensive side for sure. 1-2 pitch, Rondon swings and hits one hard in the air to right, but coming in and over is Lenahan. Poso way off the bag at first. He may have been running on the pitch or something, not really sure. I didn't see him moving on the pitch, but he was in no man's land and gets doubled up as Lenahan easily throws him out from right field. That'll end the inning. We go on to the bottom of the 9th, last chance for the AirHogs. 8-3 the score. Your Lemurs in the lead.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of
Michael Hurt leads off the inning against Jeff Inman. Inman still in the ball game. Faced one batter last inning as he got the strikeout of Leon Bird. Top of the order with Hurd. The pitch from Inman, low for a ball, 1-0. Never gave you Inman's numbers. I'll give them to you here in a minute. Pitch swung on and fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inman now on the mound for the 3rd straight day after having gone 4 days without pitching. And the pitch taken up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitched in yesterday's game, gave up a run. It was earned on 2 hits, had a strikeout. Overall in the year, 2-1 with a 1.80 earned run average, 22 appearances, 7 saves. 2-1 high, and inside, 3-1. In fact, the run he allowed yesterday was his first in a while. First in 8 outings, and in 8 1/3 innings. There's a walk of her to start off the inning. Runner on first. No outs in the inning. Juan Sanchez to the plate. Sanchez, the right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher, Inman. The pitch up and away for a ball, 1-0. There's going to be a mound visit by Chavez to go talk to Inman. Chavez back behind the plate, and we're ready to go here. The 1-0 count to Sanchez. The first 5 of the first 6 pitches have been out of the zone from Inman. The pitch swinging a foul tip back into the glove. Chavez 1-1. Lemurs looking to get a win here tonight. They take a 2-1 lead in the series here in this 4-game set, setting them up to get the series win tomorrow. At worst, they'll get a split. There's a swing and a grounder towards the first baseman, Poso. He'll spin, throw to second on the money. The relay to first to Inman, not in time to get the shortstop, Sanchez. 3-6, the putout of the lead runner, Herr. Sanchez reaches on fielder's choice. Nice work there by Poso with a nice spin move.
Second baseman, Brian Bistain.
And Brian Bistain to the plate. Bistain today, not having a great day, 0 for 4. First pitch, Bistain taking inside and losing the ball is Chavez. He lost the ball. He also lost his glove, and the ball was actually in his glove. 1-0 the count. 1 out runner on first. Lemurs up 8-3. Laredo scoring 7 runs in the 7th inning, powering them here tonight. Inman with the pitch, taken low in the dirt, or just above the dirt. 2-0 the count. The righty Bistain against the righty Inman, getting a lead at first is Sanchez. The 2-0 pitch swinging a foul away right side, well out of play. Said it wouldn't get dark till probably the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th, it is dark here. Still not completely dark, but definitely in need of the lights here at the ballpark. So dark enough. Pitch swing and a grounder towards second. Pulver bobbles it. He's going to only have one play. It's at first, and he'll throw out Bistain. 4-3 to put out Bistain. 0 for 5 tonight. Sanchez moves up to second on the ground out. And Devin Rodriguez, who's also 0 for 4, to the plate. Infield shifted for Rodriguez to Poole. Shifted to that right side. Inman throwing from the stretch here. Runner on second base gets a lead. And the pitch, Rodriguez taking on the outside corner, called a strike 0-1. Inman setting. 0-1 pitch. Taken in the dirt. Blocked by Chavez, and the count now 1-1. Rodriguez digging in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodriguez struck out his last time up. That was to lead off the 8th against Harold Guerrero. Guerrero, who struck out the first 2 batters and then walked the next 3, was pulled from the game in favor of Inman. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Inman, whose stuff is absolutely filthy, or so I'm told. I've never gotten in a box against him, so I wouldn't know. And I would think probably anyone's stuff was filthy, so if I were to actually get in the box. 1-2 pitch. Rodriguez swings, grounds it foul towards the Lemurs dugout, and Pete Incaviglia comes up out of his seat, tries to field it on the bounce, and it slips through his fingers. Throws up his hands in the air after missing it. 1-2 the count, still to Rodriguez. Burt Reynolds not in the game. He hasn't played since July 3rd. The home run leader in the American Association. 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul away. Left side this time on a play. Count still 1-2 to Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez stepping back into that left-handed batter's box. Trying to extend this game a little longer. And then trying to end it here. 1-2 pitch, swing grounder, bouncing into the first base dugout of the Lemurs and ducking for cover. Ball was picked up by someone in the dugout, and they threw it across the diamond towards the third base dugout. Count still 1-2. Here, have your foul ball back. We don't want it. Inman. Another 1-2 pitch. Rodriguez swing and a foul. Tip back off of Chavez. Couldn't quite corral it. And it's still 1-2. Love the advice from the fans down below. Choke up, throw strikes, hit strikes. Yes, that is sound baseball wisdom. Sense my sarcasm. There's a swing and a liner right back at Inman's head. It's grabbed by Rondon behind the bag at second. He'll throw to first, and the out is made. That'll end the ball game. Inman, he ducked and shakes off his hat there. Might have seen his life flash before his eyes there for a second. That ball's a rocket back at him. But the out made, and we go on to the game tomorrow. Lemurs win tonight 8-3 over the AirHogs. Taking game 3 of this series, they now lead the series 2-1 over the AirHogs in this 4-game set. We'll be back wrapping this game up real quick here on the Lemurs Broadcast Network.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
All right, let's take a look through this ball game real quick. Lemurs win 8-3, and a lot of the Lemurs runs, well, they came in one inning. We'll get to that in a moment. Lemurs jumped out to a lead in the second inning. They got a leadoff walk by Zane Chavez, followed by a single of Jesus Pozo. Alvaro Rondon would lay down a sac bunt with runners on first and second, pushing them over to second and third, and he'd actually reach safely to first base because of an errant throw. Or actually because of a bobbled ball by the pitcher. He then threw it late, and Rondon beat it. So he reached on a sac bunt. Then a couple batters later, Drew Martinez would hit a ground ball and would reach first base successfully. As there was one out in the inning, he'd reach on a fielder's choice. They wouldn't be able to complete the double play to end the inning, and a run would score. 1-0 Lemurs. But the AirHogs would answer back. They'd score a run of their own in the second, a leadoff home run by Nick Akins in the second inning. Nothing in the third inning for either ball club. Fourth inning, well, the AirHogs would score again. They would get a leadoff walk of Akins, followed by a Cody Lenahan, a 2-run home run, and it was 3-1. Lemurs trailing the AirHogs. No one would score over the next couple of innings, but the Lemurs would come out in the 7th inning, trailing 3-1, and they'd come out with a vengeance. They would get 8 straight hits to start the inning. They got a double by J.D. Pulfer for the first hit of the inning, followed by an RBI single by Drew Martinez. Cesar Valera would single. Ty Morrison would double, driving in a run. Then Dennis Phipps would hit a single, driving in 2 runs. Then Leandro Castro would triple, driving in a run. Zane Chavez would double, driving in a run. Jesus Pozo would double, driving in a run. Pozo would be stranded at third base. Alvaro Rondon would then ground out, the only Lemur to not get a hit that inning. And the next 2 batters would also get out as Cody Culp came in to get those final 3 outs after starter Matt Shepard and reliever Tyler Eyrick could not get an out there in the inning. And those were the only runs of the ball game. No one would score the rest of the way, and it was an 8-3 final. So 7 runs for the Lemurs in the 7th inning, and a lot of action there. As everyone but Rondon got a hit there that inning. Let's take a look at your final lines for your pitchers here tonight. First, Texas, they did give the AirHogs a little scare. 2 outs, they would get 3 straight walks in the 8th inning, but with 2 outs, bases loaded, the closer for the Lemurs, Jeff Inman, would come in, get a strikeout, and end the inning, leaving the bases loaded for the AirHogs. That was the closest they really got to mounting any kind of a comeback, but they wouldn't score any runs that inning. Final lines, your winning pitcher tonight was Luis Portorena. He came in relief for the Lemurs. He threw 2 2/3 innings of shutout baseball, struck out a batter, gave up a hit. Starter Danny Moskovitz was removed in the 4th after going 3 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Luis De La Cruz, an inning pitched of shutout baseball. He did give up 2 hits, struck out a batter. Harold Guerrero, 2/3 of an inning, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, no hits or runs. And Jeff Inman, an inning and a third. He gave up 1 walk and no hits, and had 1 strikeout tonight. Let's take a look at the Lemurs at the plate tonight. You had a 2 for 5 night for Drew Martinez. The run scored, 2 runs batted in. Also a 2 for 4 night for Ty Morrison. A run scored, 1 run batted in. Dennis Phipps, 2 for 5, a run scored, 2 RBIs. Multiple hits from Jesus Pozo tonight, 3 for 4. He just had 1 RBI though, didn't score. Bofer with a run scored, 1 for 4 on the evening. Zane Chavez, 1 for 4, an RBI, a walk, also scored twice. As all but Pozo and Rondon scored tonight. As I said, Rondon the only one who didn't get a hit, but he did get an RBI tonight. Rondon did. So everyone contributing in some form or fashion offensively here tonight for the Lemurs, with whether it was hits or not. But 4 Lemurs with multiple hits here tonight with Martinez, Morrison, Phipps, and Poso. Let's take a look at the AirHogs pitchers tonight. Final line, Matt Shepard gets the loss. He gave up 5 runs, all earned on 8 hits over 6 innings, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Tyler Eyrig didn't record an out there in that 7th. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Cody Culp, 2 innings, shutout baseball, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks. And Roman Madrid, an inning pitched of shutout ball as well, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Rest of the league, let's see what's going on in Gary. As the Gary South Shore Railcats take it on the Wichita Wingnuts, and the Wingnuts have tied it. They're in the top of the 10th right now in Gary, 4-4. Wingnuts and Railcats all knotted up. St. Paul Saints, they won 3-1 today over the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks in Fargo. The Winnipeg Goldeyes winners as well, 6-1 on the road in Sioux Falls against the Canaries. 6-1 the score right now in Joplin as the Joplin Blasters hosting the Lincoln Salt Dogs, top of the 5th there in Joplin. And in the bottom of the 8th in Kansas City, it's 4-0. Sioux City leading Kansas City. Thanks for listening in today. Tomorrow's game, 2:05 first pitch. Lemurs taking on the AirHogs. Lemurs going for the series win. They can win the 3rd game of this 4-game series tomorrow as they now lead 2-1, having won games 1 and 3 here in this 4-game series. I'm James Nasser. Until tomorrow, remember 2:05 first pitch. Have a great night and go Lemurs. They win 8-3 tonight over the AirHogs.